All right, awesome. So once again, right, like this whole thing about success is about becoming an attractive person. Put in the chat, I'm an attractive person. If you do not believe you're an attractive person, then how can you attract anything, right? So developing a growth mindset, this is something that's crucial, because when we want to achieve these goals, it's more about goal attraction. How do we attract these goals in our lives? Right? This week is all about the mindset. So we're going to have some special guests come in, and we're going to have some people talk to you about the mindset. Now, the mindset is all different aspects, right? Because the mindset is the GPS to success. So one of the GPS locations, or one of the things that you have to type into the GPS, is how to build an LLC, how to build a business, how to build the mind that's capable to overcome obstacles when things pop up in your life, right? So in this program, we all focus on these topics of mindset. Now, why is mindset important? Because it controls the beliefs, it controls your attitudes. As I mentioned before, it shapes the thoughts. And what really shapes the thought, y'all? Language, right? Everybody put language in the chat. So when you have that language, what happens is you create a thought that create beliefs. Whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, it produces an action. And then the action creates what we know as a result. And that result is your life. So it plays a crucial role in our personal and professional development, because the way we do one thing is everything. So if I'm suffering in my business, I'll be suffering as a person, because I'm the person that's running my business. If I don't want to let people in my business, I'm suffering because I'm not allowing and exposing myself to the people who will help the business flourish. So let's get in the habit of sharing your goals. Let's get in the habit of telling people what you want to do. Let's get in the habit, because I know sometimes we don't want to share our big dreams with small minds, but sometimes we got to have a thick enough body of armor, so that way when anybody says anything that challenges what we will do for ourselves and our community, and they say it's not going to happen, we believe that it is going to happen. I want everybody right now to believe that whatever they're going through, whatever they're doing right now, this is not their final situation, right? This is not their final destination. This is not their final path. This is not what it's going to look like at the end. So we did a little introductions last week when we kind of talked and just introduced everybody. We did that, and that was pretty dope, right? But I want everybody to put something in the chat. I want you to put your name in the chat and attach your name, attach a fun fact to your name. So put your name in the chat and attach a fun fact. So if you see some of these coaches, you will see like Sunshine, change your name back, Sunshine, to Sunshine didn't have the accountability advisor, so people would know your role, right? So you'll see somebody like Danielle that would have Danielle, clarity counselor, right? So just attach something to you that so everybody can know about you. Attach something to you, right? And I want everybody to do that right now. If you would change your name, you put your name and then you attach something that you want everybody to know about. Right? So we're gonna play two truths and a lie, and I'm gonna bring, maybe a couple people up. It's not gonna go overboard with this, and we want somebody to guess, right? So here's the reason why we're having this icebreaker. Once again, we're building community. That's what we're building right here. So the more that we can play together, the more that we can have fun together, the more that we can grow. And then when we can grow, we can truly flourish. So raise your virtual hand. I see 3 virtual hands up right now. I think that's from before. If this is not to participate in this, take your virtual hand down. And what I want to do is I want to bring up at least 2 people, and they're going to give us 2 truths and a lie. Y'all ready? If y'all ready, put I'm ready in the chat. If y'all ready, put I'm ready in the chat. All right, so who is it? We got Aries. See, I love Aries coming through. Aries doesn't have the pink robe on today. She said, look, I'm gonna just throw this on for y'all today. I ain't gonna do y'all like I did that last time, let y'all see all my flyness. All right, but cool. Let's bring up Aries, Sunshine. Aries, give us 2 truths on the line. I want you to pick somebody who should know the truth. And let's see if they know the truth.
Okay, so I procrastinate doing a lot of things, and that's one. And the other one would be
it's 3 things, but don't tell us which one is it yet. 3 things.
No, one of them was you said a truth and a lie, right?
2 truths and 1 lie, but don't tell us, just say 3.
Oh, 2 truths and 1 lie. Okay, I procrastinate on everything. I've been never worked for anyone, and Let me think of another one that's good. I love to cook.
Uh-oh. I don't know. I ain't gonna answer this one, but I think I got it. But all right, go ahead, Aries. Pick somebody that should know the answer to this. That should know. Somebody like Tria. Somebody who was in your spot, right? Somebody. I mean, were you there? Were you there? I don't think you were there at the
Yeah, she
girls'
was.
meetup.
She been there. Toby
Okay,
Ray.
cool. Right,
Toby
Toby.
Ray should
Okay,
know.
Toby.
I know.
Toby, you should know, Toby.
Yeah, Aries is not a procrastinator, so I'm gonna have to go with that.
All right.
He's right.
So, hold on.
That's a lie.
Hold on, y'all. Y'all supposed to let me build the suspense, right? You're supposed to go, yo, Toby, now you notice now, if you don't answer this, you're getting kicked out the LA club. Y'all in LA, we're at in California. Whatever, you're getting kicked out the Cali club, all right? If you don't know this answer. So you're supposed to let me build it up. All right, cool. Is she right or is she wrong?
Oh, she's right.
100%. She is not procrastinating. Everybody send some love to Toby, send some love to Aries. Thank you for opening up that quick icebreaker. Let's go with someone else. But Aries, you pick the person.
Can you see the people with their hand up, Queen Aries?
Can you? Oh, okay. So let's see. I was muted for a second. Only person I can, let me pull up the big grid. Let me get somebody. I'm trying to see. Alexis Graham.
All right, let's go with
Come on,
Alexis.
Alexis, she leaning all back.
It's crazy, y'all. I had a feeling she was gonna pick me, but sorry, I'm multitasking right now. So you want me to do 2 truths and a lie, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I had 3 surgeries. I can cook, and I'm sorry. I don't have a car.
Okay, so we can tell which one is a lie right away now.
I'm
All
sorry.
right, but
I'm sorry. That was bad. Can I start back over?
no, start back over from the top. Yeah, start from the top.
Okay. So, I had 3 brains. I had 3 surgeries. I have a cat and I have a dog, and I have 5 brothers.
All right, now we talking. Okay, cool. So who should know this answer? From this group, who should know it? Somebody in here should know it. And if somebody here that maybe you haven't built that relationship yet, just pick anybody.
Oh, am I picking somebody? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you pick somebody who should know this answer.
Okay, so have them cameras on so I can see that face. Let's see. So do I pick people that have their hand raised or no?
Pick anybody.
Oh, okay. Let's do Amari.
All right. What's up, Amari? Let's bring Amari up here. Sunshine, you see what's going on in the back end or not?
I think he might be busy.
All right. Choose somebody with their hand up. Choose somebody with their hand raised.
Let's do Ryan.
Hombre serio. What up?
What's up? And but I don't really know which one is. I would say the surgeries.
Man, the surgeries is the real part, bro. I'm done with Ryan, man. I'm done with you, man.
Oh, I would say she. I don't think you have a cat or a dog.
Now he guessing that. All right, stop right there, right? You may already make 2 guesses, right? Yo, Alexis, what's up? Give us the truth in the lie.
So the truth is I did have 3 surgeries, and the lie is 5 brothers.
All right, so if y'all didn't catch on to that, come on, y'all, you gotta catch on to things, man. She said that the first time she had the 3 surgeries. I said, I said we already knew which one was the lie when she first gave the example. So we already know the first 2 things she said was true, and then she said it again, so we know it's true. Come on, y'all, pay attention to the context clues, the blues clues. All right, so great stuff, Ryan. By the way, for raising your hand and being a person that can come up here and share, give us some get good energy. Alexis, great job. Everybody send some love to Alexis, send some love to Ryan, Aries, and Toby. So the reason why we wanted to go through those icebreakers is just, just to show you how, like, I'm putting you on a spot, but that's how life is. I was talking to Sunshine. We was at her honeycomb hideout watching the sunset and the water just being nice and just got the good breeze. And she was like, why you always put me on the spot? I said, because life is happening on the spot. Everybody put on a spot in the chat. Like, you're not being put on a spot. Everything is practice for being put on the spot. I know some of y'all like, wait, what did he just say? But I'm telling you right now, everything that you have already learned has given you the practice to be who you need to be in any moment that comes up in your life. Every moment that you live, you're on the spot. So we want to start setting goals on the spot. Right now, I need everybody to start setting some goals. When you set these goals, I want you to set specific and measurable goals, right? And please understand that personal development is the #1 thing in your life. If you do not see personal development as the #1 key, the #1 thing to do in your life, I promise you, you will find yourself what we call stuck. Personal development is how you remove that stickiness, how you become unstuckable. Right? So for example, embracing challenges and seeking feedback, adopting a positive attitude can all be considered as goals to develop a growth mindset. What type of mindset do we want? We want a growth mindset or do we want the fixed mindset? Right? So these goals can be unique to each and every one of you based upon your own aspirations, your own areas of growth. So what I want everybody to do is step 1, you want to identify these personal goals. And I'm going to go through this really fast because I got another slide that I'm going to go through. So, and then I'm going to bring up our special guest about 9:15. Right? So identifying your personal goals. Everybody take a moment right now to write down a couple short-term goals. It doesn't have to be all of your goals that you want to accomplish forever. Just give me some short-term goals. And really what I want us to put a focus on is these 30 days. These next 30 days are going to be the most important days of your life. I know you probably had some children. I know you probably had some big events. I know. I'm not down to that. That was then, this is now. This is going to be the most important 30 days of your life because everything that Ramel, Smitty, Boom, myself, any other person that comes up here and share expertise is going to give you is going to change your life for the rest of your life if you let it. So take a moment to reflect on your personal goals. Which areas do you want to have a growth mindset in? Right? I asked you earlier, I said, which levels would you like to take to the next level? Right? Once you have identified your goals, please share them with the partner. Start sharing them with people around you. So the partner that you're going to share with is the chat. Today, the chat is our partner. We're going to share it with the chat today, right? So what small goals? I don't see anybody moving in the chat, and please don't be lazy with it. I see somebody, Aries, I'm calling you out because you know better. Don't say my mind. Be specific. What did we just say, y'all? Be specific. Specific and measurable. Okay, I want to improve this by this. I want to improve, somebody put LLC, right? All right, cool. Even if you choose LLC, I want to create LLC by when? I want to create an LLC. What type of LLC? By when? Because remember, if we just keep putting like things that aren't specific in our circumstance, we're going to have an unspecific circumstance, which means you're not going to have the life that you truly want. You're going to have a life that you don't want. So we have to get accountable. You have to become accountable. We have to be specific. Right? So here's the SMART goal framework. See, once again, you identify your personal goals, but now let's explore. Let's explore the SMART goal framework. Everybody knows what the SMART goal framework stands for, right? Put it in the chat if you know. In fact, if you haven't seen it, it's right here on the screen. The S stands for specific. The M stands for measurable. A, achievable. R, relevant. T, time bound. So your goal should be well-defined. Anytime you make a goal, y'all, you have to use it this way. If you don't use it this way, you're making an illusion, all right? So we talk about these next 30 days. These next 30 days are going to be the most impactful 30 days of your life. Just like we told you, I thought I was pump faking when we came on the first call, and I told you the next 5 days of your life, you're going to do more work in the next 5 days than you've done in the last 5 months. Was I right or was I right? It ain't even about being right. This is just about being ready to go. Are we ready to go? So I want you to write down a goal, right? That's specific. So your goal should be well-defined and focused. Please, anybody from this day forward, when we ask you to write out goals, do not give me a one-word goal. Do not give me 2 words. Give me a well-defined and focused, specific goal, right? We want to measure it, right? Your goal should include measurable criteria so that way you can track your progress. It should be achievable. Like when we say realistic, we're not saying you can't shoot for the stars and land on the moon. We're just saying, don't say you want to lose 100 pounds in 2 days. Like that's what we're saying, right? When it's relevant, your goal should be relevant to you. If you're inside of this mentorship and we're providing you with opportunities for real estate, providing you with opportunities for funding, and guess what? Your goal should be around these things that we are providing you opportunity with, because if it is, you will most likely achieve it because you're in that environment. And then last but not least, it must be time bound. I see some of y'all already doing that, so snap it up, clap it up for yourselves. Your goal should always have a clear timeline and a deadline for completion. You just can't say, yeah, I just want to have a 730 credit score without saying by when? By July 31st, right? So refining and documenting goals. Everybody from this day forward, your job is to document your goals. So if you don't have an electronic device, and you can write these notes in so you can track your progress on the go, then you need to get one today. If you only have a laptop or you only have a desktop and you do not have a phone, you do not have a tablet, you do not have some type of external electronic device that you can walk around with to track and document things that come up in your life. When I say document, I want you to tell us, how did your day go? Like an empty calendar creates an empty bank account. But if you have a calendar filled with things, you can always go back on that day and say, damn, what did I do that day? I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that, and it helped me execute, right? So you want to refine your initial goals. So the initial goal that you made, the first goal you want to make, let's refine it. Let's utilize the SMART criteria now to say, okay, how do I want to do this? So when Aries said my mind, what exactly about your mind, Aries? Like, let's actually go ahead and define it now. Right? When you're documenting your goals, I want you to consider specific actions and milestones. So for me and Apolline, some of y'all know Magic Mogul Apolline, him and I, we started to give ourselves awards. We set goals for ourselves. Okay, we need 50K in a month. Okay, we need 5-figure day. We need to impact 100 students. We need to go to what was the other one? The other one was community service, right? So 100 hours of community service. So when you give yourself goals like this, and when you finally hit that, now you feel good. You don't have to wait on me to give you a prize or an award, or wait on somebody else to award you. It's going to be beautiful when somebody else awards you anyway, but are you awarding yourself? Right? So the importance of mindset and achieving goals. Right? See, now that we have set our goals, let's engage in that group discussion. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to bring up 2 people. Actually, I'm going to bring up 1. We only got time for 1 person, 30 seconds or less. And I want you to give us your SMART goal. Give us your SMART goal. So Sunshine, you can choose the person. In the chat, while this is going, I want us to do this question right here. So how does a mindset influence our ability to achieve goals, right? So put the answers in the chat. And I'm loving what I'm seeing right here inside the chat from everybody's goals. It's looking a whole lot better. But answer this question in the chat. How does mindset influence our ability to achieve goals?
All right, so we got King Kedrick. Come talk to us, King.
Kedrick. What's up, Kedrick?
Good morning, everyone.
You're rising, King.
Y'all can hear me okay?
Absolutely.
Cool. So for my SMART goals, I put 1, I want to have business funding of 500,000 in business funding by July 14th. And then my second goal was I want to sell my home for a profit of 150,000 by the end of August to start building on my dream home. And I'm going to use a USDA loan to build on my new land that I'm going to acquire during this program.
All right, love it. So that's real clear, right? We can hear it. We can hear the clarity in the goal. So now it becomes achievable. When I'm telling you, so for example, with the answers, I know in the chat, your mindset is saying this. Yo, it's a chat. I want to answer these quick. So let me just put the quick answer in. But we want to practice great habits, right? So when you're answering a question, always include part of that question, right? It's not going to happen all the time, but I want you to think about it. Think about doing it all the time. It's literally not going to happen all the time, but if you think about doing it all the time, you have the best chances of creating a great habit, but also being able to attract exactly what you want, right? So how does the mindset influence our ability to achieve goals? So mindset influences our ability to achieve goals because X, Y, Z. What that does to your brain, it allows your brain to become a lot sharper. The brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined because everything real has been imagined. Right? Everything real has been imagined. Everything is imaginary. The phone is imaginary. The Zoom is imaginary. Somebody had to think about it. The clothes that you have on is imaginary. The hairstyle that you got now is imaginary. You had to imagine it before it became real. So what are we doing, right? What are we doing to imagine? So when you're going to create that LLC, right? I want you to imagine what it would look like to have that business. What it would look like. First of all, how can you get that business structured so that way you can get that money, right? Because you need to have your business structured in a way that's going to allow you to bring in X amount of dollars, right? So I need y'all to reframe how y'all see challenges. I need you to change the way that you see difficulty differently. See that everything in your life is a setup for you to take it to the next level. It is not something that's here to hamper you or dampen you, even though if you don't like the outcome of what it produced. So for example, going to 7 different schools in 9 years, constantly being the new kid, like there's stories in here I'm quite sure y'all can relate to from each and every one of us, that it may be in a situation that has held us back, but it's not a situation that's held us back. It's a situation that has pushed us up. It gave us the courage, the confidence to fight through, to get over, to really be a person that earns the right to have the experiences. And that's what we're creating. We're creating the people in here to earn the right to have the experiences of having $1 million, right? And it's going to start with the mindset. We're going to pick it up and start doing other things. But what I want to do is I want to bring up our special guests, right? If y'all want to have a little bit more in depth about just building your LLCs out and repairing your credit just a little bit, to put yourself in that position to get the bag, I want to know. Let me know in the chat. If that's you, put that's me in the chat. Put me in the chat, right? So reframing the way you see challenges. That's one of the techniques we will go over, right? Embracing failure, what we call, failing forward, right? Because failure is the cheat code to success, right? So there's no real failure. It's just learning. As you learn more, what do? You earn more. Seek for feedback, right? But guess what? Seek for feedback of the people of this community. People of this community. See, you don't want to seek feedback from people who can't really hold the space for you to grow, can't really understand and see your vision, right? See challenges differently. Challenges are a way for you to show your greatness. These are opportunities for you to show your greatness. Everybody unmute real fast and clap it up for just going through this, being here in the AM and just going through this accountability call and just really putting yourself on a little bit. Clap it up, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. I did it. Let's go.
Absolutely. So we're going to have some assignments after this, and everybody, I'm going to show you how to get onto the Love Plus app. So we're going to just go over a little bit, like maybe 10 minutes or so, just to show y'all on the app. Everybody has to purchase their digital assets. We talked about the self-transformation blueprint. We talked about speaking with confidence and courage, time management for entrepreneurs. And if you want to get this, get the workout guides, right? I'm going to give everybody a discount code so you can get some money off, reduce some of that little money up there, reduce some of that, so keep some money in your pocket. All right, but what I'm gonna do is first, I'm gonna show y'all how to go get the digital assets. But before we do any of that, we're gonna bring up Dash Brooke Perez. Why? Because she's gonna show you a little bit about herself, tell you a little bit about her story, but also show you how to structure your LLC properly so that way you can get the optimal success for funding, right? Which is getting as much money as possible. If y'all want as much money as possible, we want it all in the chat. Sunshine, bring up Dash. Go bring Dash back up, please. And I'm gonna turn it over to her in a second. So what's up, Dash? How you feeling today?
What is good? Grand Rising. I am feeling amazing. Thank you so much for this call today and for reminding all of us and myself to be specific about our goals. I feel like that's extremely important. So thank you for that.
Absolutely, 100%. So I want to know, so this is your community, right? And we all like-minded individuals. We all want people around us who could truly help us flourish and put us in a different world, right? Where we can have everything that we said we wanted. But I want to know, why are you here today to give out information?
I am here today because, first of all, because you have invited me and provided me the light to be in this room with like-minded individuals. So thank you for that. And also because I believe that the information I'm going to share with everyone today, it's literally the foundation to set ourselves up for success. Information that if we had access to it long ago, we would have been in different positions, but we're here today and we're going to learn about it today. So I'm excited.
All right, absolutely. So everybody, if you can, I need y'all to make some noise. I need you to clap it up. I need you to snap it up. I need you to bring so much energy to this call that the neighbors can hear you. I need you to really make some noise, because your life is getting ready to change in a matter of minutes, a matter of seconds, down to the implication, application, information. Everything that you said that you wanted to be is now here. Why? Because you've manifested it. So everybody unmute, snap it up, clap it up for Dash Brooks, so Dash can go ahead into a presentation. I made you a co-host, so you do have full.
Ooh, let's
Yes,
go. Let's go.
Dash.
Go,
Great,
Dash.
Dash.
Go, Dash.
Go, Queen Dash.
Go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Go,
Let's
Dash.
go. Let's
Go.
Let's
go.
go, let's go.
Go, Queen. Let this
Let's
positive energy just
go. Let's go.
go.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, you guys. Again, I really want to just say thank you to all of you for being on this call today. Thank you for giving me your time and attention. And thank you to Coach Crew for allowing a space for us to just be open, have such positive energy so early in the morning, for us to start our day off in such a great way. So let's just drop some hearts for Coach Crew. I just want to show him some love for everything that he just said and provided for us before I go ahead and introduce myself. Also, you guys, I'll ask you please if you could mute yourselves really quick. I will be quick with the information I have to provide you guys. Okay, so let me share my screen really quick. Okay, all right, can you guys see my screen?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. All right, you guys, so Grand Rising, my name is Dash Brooke, but you guys can definitely call me Dash. It's short and sweet. Feels a little weird when people call me by my whole government. So, alrighty, you guys. So I'm here today to talk to you.
Hold on, Dad. Just so everybody's clear. Yeah, Dash is saying, look, my name is Dash Brooke, but y'all better call me Dash. That's it. She said, look, I like it when y'all call me Dash. That's it. Okay, I'm dead. That's all. All right, my bad. Go ahead.
Thank you, thank you. All right, so a little bit about me. You guys, again, my name is Dash Brooke. I'm 26 years old. I was born and raised in Venezuela, you guys. Hold on, let me actually move you guys so that I can see who I'm talking to. Okay, so I was born and raised in Venezuela. I come from a third world country. You guys, I grew up in unstable environments. I grew up going from grandparents to parents. I ended up in the foster care system. And so as you guys could see, I had a little bit of a rough upbringing. Now, at the age of 17, I actually ended up running away from the system. I was in between foster care and my parents' home, but I ended up running away and decided that I was going to take control over my life and everything that was going on in my life at that time. So let me see. All right, you guys. So growing up, I had to overcome a lot of obstacles, right? And I was working every day. I had 2 jobs. My first job was as a coffee barista. I worked on the weekends on Panera Bread while going to high school finishing school, I ended up saving enough money to buy myself a car. Can you guys drop a 1 in the chat if you guys or your family come from a third world country, or if you guys were born and raised somewhere else, or your parents maybe? I want to see who here can relate to me a little bit on that. Okay, so a lot of you guys, good, perfect. So as you guys know, when we're not from here or our parents are not from here, it can become a little difficult to accustom to the system, to know how everything works. For example, for me, I had to learn a new language, I had to learn a new culture, I had to learn everything. And that was a stepping stone for me, right? And I see that a lot of you guys can relate to me on that. So as you know, when we go to high school, when we are being also part of the system, there is only so much that we have access to as far as education. You guys, while I was working, I knew that there was more to life. I knew that I was here for a reason, and I knew that I overcame all the obstacles I had been put through for a reason. So after graduating high school, I started working at Chuck E. Cheese. While working at Chuck E. Cheese, I was also bartending at night. Why? Because bartending was fast money, easy money for me to actually go ahead and make a living for myself. By this time, I was about 18, 19 years old, just graduated from high school. I had no guidance. You guys, again, I have run away from the system. So in my life, I never had a mentor. I never had guidance. I never had anybody to basically guide me along the way to reach my goals. But deep down inside, I just knew that I was meant for more. And I just want to share this with you guys because I know that every single person in this call and every single body that's here today, we all have a vision, which is why we're on this call, because we could literally be doing anything else, but we decided to be here. We decided to show up for ourselves, and we decided that we're going to take control of our lives. So for that, I just want to tell you to pat yourself on the back, because it's a huge thing. Not everybody has this opportunity, and the fact that you guys have it and you guys are taking action on it, it speaks volume on who you are and what you're willing to do to reach your goals. So back to my story. I knew I wanted to work for myself. I just didn't know where to start. I knew I didn't want to go to school. So what I decided to do was I went to beauty school. I got my license to become an esthetician. Through getting my license to be an esthetician, I also got certified to become a lash and brow artist. This was basically stepping into my entrepreneurship journey. I learned so much throughout my beauty industry, you guys. I accomplished a lot of things. Fast forward, it's been 5 years. I figured out day by day how to run a small business. I've helped hundreds of women actually become certified and start their own business within the beauty industry. And I was able to grow my business 100%, where I was able to work for myself. This was a huge accomplishment for me because there has been absolutely not a single person in my family that was able to do that. So the fact that I was able to do that, I felt like I was opening the door for everybody that comes after me. And my mom lives in Venezuela. I was able to buy her a house within me being in my entrepreneurship journey. So although I was able to have those accomplishments, I did not feel fulfilled at all. Is anybody in this chat right now currently doing something or was doing something, and you guys just knew that there was more? You guys knew that, dang, I'm doing this, but I know that this is not my purpose, but this is what's going to prepare me for my purpose. If this is you guys, if anybody can relate to me, guys, drop a 1 in the chat. Let me pull up the chat. All right, I see a lot of people can relate to me on that, and I love that. I love that, actually. So, you guys, like I said, I knew that me being in the beauty industry was positioning myself to learn how to run a business and learn from my mistakes, because I made a lot of mistakes throughout this business, but I learned from it. So fast forward, I found credit. I was actually introduced to credit by a family friend, and I started digging up into it because, you guys, I'm an adult. I have my house, my apartment, I have my son, and I'm like, how am I 26 years old and I have no idea how credit works? You know, this is some self-reflection that I did, and I knew that this was a problem because I found out that I could literally have nothing in this world, but if I have a good credit and I know how to leverage credit, I can have the world. And I know this seems like a little bit extreme, but guys, you guys have been on these calls. You guys have heard it from Smitty. You guys have heard it from Ramel, from Boone. Credit, it's literally the foundation of your dreams. So I decided to dive deep into learning everything about credit and how to attain it. So I'm going to share with you guys what I wish I knew 5 years ago when I was starting my beauty business, because my story would have been completely different. So how do I position myself and my business to have credit? So how are we going to do this? So you guys, something that I also knew was that if 82% of businesses fail within the first 4 years due to lack of cash flow problems, I knew that I had to do everything in my power to make sure that didn't happen to me and my business. So how do I avoid that? I have to build my personal credit, my business credit, and I have to have a solid foundation, right? So what is the foundation? The foundation of your business, it's your LLC, your EIN, your DUNS number, your bank account, and your credit profile. You guys, we all have resumes when we go and apply for jobs. This is literally your financial resume, which means we have to be on point with how our LLC is structured and also our credit report. This is, again, our financial resume. So we want to make sure that whenever we pull up these two documents, we look amazing and we look presentable so that we're able to position ourselves for success. So how do we set up our LLCs? We have to make sure that we have a business address, a business email, a business phone number, and a business name that it's not considered high risk. So your business address should be an address that you can buy online. If you don't have a physical address where you go and work at an office, this should be not your home address. Also, your business email should be info@whatever your business name is.com. Your business phone number, I recommend a 1-800 phone number, and your business name, make it something general. Don't include trucking, real estate, or credit in your LLC name. This is considered a high risk and will flag your business to not be able to get funded. Okay, so you guys, all of these things I listed are things that you can buy online. This is the structure of your business. This is how you guys are going to be able to position yourself for success. Now, if I was able to provide you guys with any type of value, or I reminded you of a goal that you had set yourself up to do within these last 15 minutes, can you please drop some ones in the chat? I want to make sure I was able to help you guys do something positive today, or remind you of a goal that you had probably already set yourself up to do, because I'm pretty sure this was one of them. Perfect, perfect. All righty, you guys. So, since everyone on here it's part of this community and we're all here for the same thing, I want to help you guys if you guys need of these services and you guys are ready to step up on your entrepreneurship journey, but you want to make sure that there's no difference between you and your business and Apple and Sonic and all of these big businesses. There should be no difference when you go to a bank or when you go to a potential lender and present yourself. You guys, they should have no difference between any of us regarding our businesses and how our businesses are set up. So I will be offering my services at a discount for anybody on here that needs it. So usually I put on here how much you're able. This is definitely every single one of you could do yourself. I put also the prices that you could see if you go to LegalZoom, Rocket Lawyer, and this will be something that I'm offering exclusively for you guys and everyone in this community. Let me move this. Okay, so I will be offering you guys a $197. This will include your LLC and your EIN. But on top of that, I'm actually adding my credit repair services for $99 a month. This is a 3-month program where I will go ahead and I will clean up your credit report, make sure that your credit report is the best to—
Hold on, Dash, wait a minute, go back, what you say? $99 per month, what are you doing? That's free right there.
Exactly, I know. But this is something that I want to help everybody that's on this call make sure that you guys position yourself for success as soon as possible. So I don't want it to where I want to help you guys. I know how important this is. And I know that, you know, we're all here for a reason. And I wanted to make sure that everybody that's on this call could take advantage of this. It's not $197 gets you your LLC plus your EIN, and $99 a month for 3 months will get you to have my services for credit repair, where I will make sure I remove all negative items from your credit report. So this is something that I'll be providing for you guys. So I want to thank you guys for giving me your time, for allowing me to share my story and be here with you guys. You guys can find me on Instagram. My handle name is A1_Perez. I would love to connect with any of you guys. I will love to create relationships with you guys, network, collaborate. And let me unshare my story on my screen really quick. Okay, perfect. I see myself again. All right, so.
Hold on real quick, Dash. I want to say this real quick. Moya's going to drop a link inside the chat. And Moya, anytime you drop this link, always put the title. Just don't drop the link so that way they understand. This link right here is for business address and business phone number. So this business address, business phone number opportunity is tremendous, right? Like, let's say you want to have a meetup. And I mentioned this to y'all that we go around the country, we have Mogul Meet Ups, right? Dash was in one of our meetups in Miami, right? Betty was out there in Miami. And Sunshine was out there in Las Vegas, right? So like we go around to these different places and we have these Mogul meetups, as we mentioned. One thing I want you to understand now, you can have these meetups too, but you could do it in your office. You could get a virtual office that now, whenever you want to have meetings, you can have meetings at your physical location. So let's say you need a place to go just do work at, right? And you don't want to go to WeWork. With inside of this link, which is Opus Office, right? What's going to happen is they're going to give you allotted time that you can use to have meetings inside one of the conference rooms. Not only can you do that, you can have presentations. But once again, we're giving you ways to really go ahead to elevate your life and take it to the next level. I want y'all to think about it like this. Most people on the outside, they're not going to believe you. They're not going to believe in you. They're not going to be the person that's going to support you. This is what I'm here to do. I'm here to believe in you. I'm here to support you. I'm here to provide people that's going to do the same exact thing. I'm here to put us all in an environment together. I'm here to comb throughout the entire world and say, where's all my like-minded individuals? I'm here to comb through the world and say, where's the family, and bring us all together. Dash is part of the family. So Dash is going to be able to provide you these opportunities, not only consultation on how to build and structure your LLC, but how to put it together so that way it's bank compliant, right? So you get the most out of your funding. That's really what this is about. So Dash, drop your email in the chat and drop the your Instagram in the chat. I want you to reach out to Dash if you want to start building that relationship to really structure your LLC to get into a position. If your LLC is already structured in a position, please, what you could also do is just reach out to other people and help them out as well, right? So if you already have something that you have going on and you're already great at what you do, please don't hesitate to share your expertise with our community, because that's what we're building here. We're building the unity. We're building to help each other to grow, to prosper. And I really want to say this to you, Dash. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here right now. And can you take any questions if anybody has any questions? Because I'm quite sure there's probably a couple people who have maybe a question or so.
Yes, of course.
All right, so if you don't have any questions, take your virtual hand down. If you do have any questions, put your virtual hand up, and you can go like that. And you don't have to have any questions because we go through this stuff, but I'm just offering an opportunity, y'all. So go ahead, Dash.
Yes, of course. If anybody has any questions, I will definitely answer them for you guys to the best of my abilities.
So let's go with Jose.
Okay. Yeah, I can't see who really has their hands. Okay. Hi, Jose. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Thank you.
I put my email in. Everything that you said, it felt like a relief for me with the LLC and just, working on that. It's been really, it's stressing me out that I'm not getting it done. And if you're able to help me out with that, like you said, the discount, I'm paying whatever I got to pay to make it happen. I put my email in the chat. I want to get started right away. I feel like that's the only thing that's kind of holding me back. My credit is okay. I'm at 730, but any little thing could help. If you can make it even better, even better.
Of course. So I also dropped my email on there. It'll be easier if you copy and paste it and just send me an email letting me know it's you, and then we'll go ahead and set up a consultation right away.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's all. I gotta go back to work, but I just wanted to make sure.
No, of course, I'm here to help anybody. Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Everybody send some love in the chat for Jose. Jose, Moya, Sunshine, either one of you two, Danielle, somebody. Write down whoever is interested, just so that way we can follow up with them and send them over to Dash. Moya, drop Dash's email so that way people can reach out. Right. So someone, if you want to book a consultation with Dash, that's something that we're going to have also. Right. So if you want to, just let us know in the chat. Sunshine is going to get that information. Sunshine is going to let us know who said they want to do the consultation. And if you already want to use the service, just hit her up on the email. But whoever wants to do the consultation, that's something that we're going to set up. Just let us know right now. Put your name and then put consultation in there so we know. Sunshine, you take all the names down of people who want the consultation, and then we will instruct you how to move forward. All right, cool. So let's continue to go to the next person. Everybody send some love to Jose if you haven't already. Let's go to Luhv.
My mic working?
Yes.
I just want to know, does your price include the DUNS number as well? That's all.
So the DUNS number is actually free. That's something that you could go on the Duns and Bradstreet website and you apply for it and you just get it right away.
All right, cool. Thanks a lot.
No problem, of course.
All right, great stuff. Let's go to the next person. Oh yeah, it's just something to watch out for, that Duns and Bradstreet. I think that's what they're talking about. Sometimes they will, upsell you, but look, just go ahead and get the free Duns and Brad number. All right, who's controlling the screen? Who's in control of bringing people up? Let's bring up Anessa.
Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Dash. How you doing?
Good morning. I can't see you. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Now I can see you.
Okay. So I structured my LLC a while ago and I didn't use my personal address. I used a virtual address. But
Okay.
when I tried to register for SAMS.gov, they flagged it. And it's because I didn't look it up. I didn't see that when you look my address up, it comes up as a Staples Center. So I didn't know to actually have a building. So I sent the amendment paperwork in, and then when I called, they said it would be like a 2-month process. So do you recommend like I just wait around, or should I just go about, and go about the process of structuring the new LLC?
So would everything else on this LLC was structured correctly, just
Yes.
not the address?
Yeah.
So
Well,
what?
no, I'm sorry. No, I did have to change the registered agent name because I wrote the registered agent name wrong.
Okay. So what I would do is, where did you create this LLC? Like through what state?
Florida.
Florida? Okay, so you could go on sunbiz.org. You look up your LLC and you could actually put to edit your information, edit your LLC information. And it's gonna ask you to put your current information, then you're gonna put the one that you want to actually attain. But then after that, you also have to go through the IRS and submit a form. You're gonna fill this form out and you're gonna submit it. They should reach out to you no more than 48 hours, honestly. I've done this a lot with like a lot of other clients and they reach out to you pretty quickly. So just make
On
sure
IRS.gov?
IRS.gov. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, both.
Okay. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Dash, can I mention that you can also actually call IRS and change that? Because I did that 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And they did it right over the phone and they'll send you a confirmation letter within
Exactly.
10
Yeah.
business
So
days.
you could fill out the form or you could also give them a call as well. Thank you.
Dr. Mo always adding value as usual. Great stuff. If y'all getting value right now, let us know in the chat. Actually, don't let us know in the chat just yet because I don't want to like ruin what Sunshine got going on. She's writing down everybody's name, and then I tell everybody write in the chat, and now overfloods the chat. She can't write down the names anymore. Now she cursing me out later on. Like, all right, so y'all know the drill. All right, cool. So if you're getting value, just let us know. Just say something. Say something if you're getting value, right? Because we have Dash up here giving her expertise and just providing, a sense of love and connectivity. So that way we can get what we want in this world. And once again, I encourage you to be the next person, just like how Dr. Mo came up here, he added some value. Whatever expertise that you have, guess what we're doing? We're looking to create this platform for all of us to shine as leaders. This is all about leadership. This is all about taking your life to the next level. Right. So as we continue to go, when we having Dash sit up here, let's make Dash work a little bit. Give us some questions, let her work a little bit. I want to see her sweat a little bit. She's not sweating enough. All right, Dash, let's continue to go. Anything you want to mention, like any do's or don'ts, any things that we should watch out for?
Anything? Honestly, guys, the name is the biggest thing that I always see people like. Okay, so this is the thing. For example, let's say you guys have a general name on your LLC. Let's say, let me look at the chat really quick. I'm just gonna, Vincent, right? For example, Vincent has a business and he does credit, but you should put Vincent Consulting, LLC, or Enterprises, whatever it is that you want to choose, because at the end of the day, you can do business as whatever you decide. So if your LLC name is Vincent Consulting, but when you do business, when you promote your business, you could actually put Vincent's Credit Consulting, but it's not on your LLC, if that makes sense.
All right, so great stuff. Question though.
Yes.
Well, this is not for you, Dash. I think somebody hand was raised. Aries, is this your hand being raised from earlier, or is this
No,
now?
right now.
Okay, so let Aries go. What's up, Aries?
Okay, so I just wanted to add into there when she was talking about not having the word credit in your name. I need all of you guys to like practice a small script, because when you sit down in front of these people in the bank, they're going to ask you what your business does. My LLC is also under business consulting. So what I do say is I give them the spiel on being able to help the sidewalk taco lady, the lady that sells clothes out the trunk of the car or whatever. I tell them I help them set up their LLC so they can get off the street and get into a brick and mortar. So I help them with their setup. So the bank pretty much buys that. But if you say anything with credit, they will immediately shut you down. Oh, and another quick note before I get off, when you were saying there were some things that people wanted to do by a certain date, I seen a couple of people in there say some really simple things that I can be able to help them out with, like in the next 3 minutes. Someone said they wanted to be locked up on the secondary bureaus. If they reach out to me, I'll send them the complete list and they can do that in 20 minutes. If that was a goal of theirs for the next couple of days. I can't remember the other one. I'll go back in the chat, but that one for sure, if somebody wants to be locked up on that, that's just a simple of me just dropping a piece of, dropping a paper with all the information on. But yeah, work on the scripts before you go into the bank to try to get the credit card in regards to your LLC, because if they want to be mad at me, if they want to be funny, they really would ask. I had somebody ask me yesterday what my file number was on my articles in incorporation. And I'm looking like, what does that have to do with the T in China? Take my light bill out of my name and put it in my business name. So what is, like as if they thought I was lying, but I did have that information. So make sure all your paperwork is in order. That's it. Thank you.
Wow, right? Like, and I want to say, like, this is the power of community. And before you go, Aries, I just want to like use you as an example, because once again, like, just don't sit idle behind the screen, y'all. Like, really what we're doing here is building leaders. So we need everybody to be at the highest pinnacle of your level of expertise right now. So we need you to research every day. We need you to actually put yourself in a position to become more effective in less time. And Aries, I want to know, why is it important for you to share this information to the community and build like this?
Because I want to be around everybody that's the SHIT. I just think that a lot of people are in the position that they're in just because of lack of knowledge. The guys that you see that's robbing and stealing, if they knew certain information, there would be no need to do that. So we all just need the information to move forward. That's it. That's all. Everybody's just lacking information when they do something that just puts them in a bad spot. It's just a lack of information. So I say that because everybody spent money to be in here. So apparently they want to change your life. So if me giving them a little bit of information about what to say in a bank would put them 3 steps ahead of where they was yesterday, then why should I gatekeep that? It doesn't make sense. It won't make me or break me. It's just information.
Right. And this is what the community is talking about. This is what we're saying when we say accountability. This is what we say when we say love. This is what we say when we say success, right? Because success is coming to you by the person you become. So if you're an attractive person, you will have success. If you're a person that's leading with beautiful love and energy, you will have success. If you're sharing information, if you're acquiring information. So we want to continue to develop leaders and put everybody here in a position to have everything that they said they want. Just think about it this way. Each and every one of you are the leaders of your family. Each and every one of you are the ones that's breaking generational curses if you haven't already, right? So if we come together, imagine what type of world we can create. Imagine what type of environment we can foster. So anybody and everybody, we're calling on you to be that leader. We're calling on you to step up and shine your light. We're calling on you to say, hey, look, there's a place in this community for you. And Aries, I want to thank you. And I want to just say, I appreciate you for showing up and shining, even though like she's all the way in California right now. Right? So great stuff. Yeah. And just so y'all know, when I was in Cali, y'all know too, because I was on the road and they pretty much know. I was waking up at 4 o'clock. Some days I didn't even go to sleep because I was traveling through states, and then I got on these accountability calls. No excuses, only solutions. But somebody had a question, right, for you in particular, Aries. Why does switching over these bills from your personal to your business name, why is that important?
Well, you have to be careful. So my personal bills, which is the utilities in my household, is in my name, but I also have a brick and mortar. Those bills were in my personal name as well. But I switched everything that had to do with my business over to my LLC, because like you have to own nothing but control everything. So that's the reason why I took my business and put it in the LLC, and I just ghost the business completely. And you know, it's a tax write-off and stuff of that nature, but you need to put it over there. And then I found out there was an issue. If I was maybe if my light bill was due on the 3rd and I didn't pay it by the 3rd and maybe paid it on the 5th, then they were calling for, when they gave me the bottom line, it was for both houses, my residence and my business, because they were commingled together, and it shouldn't be that way. So I just had to actually clean it up. But really quick, there are some people on here that seem like they're a little stuck. The best way to get out of that is just look at the 5 people you're around. If the 5 people around you, that's exactly who you are. So change your 5 people that you're around majority of the time.
Yes.
What did we say last week? I mean, actually, it wasn't last week, a couple of days ago. Your circumstances come from the circle that you're standing in. This
Absolutely.
is what Aries is talking about, right? So just by being around Aries, and Toby echoed this, right? Toby said, yeah, that's why we be at Aries' house, because this is on point, right? She knows what she's talking about, and that's what Aries is fostering. She's saying, hey, look, I don't know about you, but I know that I'm going to take lead, and I'm going to make sure I do everything in my power to make sure I'm successful. And if that means, hey, getting this information and applying it, then that means, hey, getting this information and applying it. So everybody send some love to Queen Aries in the chat. Aries, anything you want to say before we let you go?
No, but just, it is that the ladies that do come to my house, they're all like younger than me, but in every last one of them, I've been in every single step that they have been in. So I want to do whatever I can to be able to help them to speed their process. And anybody else in the group, if I have some information that can help them, just speed their process. But at the same time, I want them to do some research. I'm not going to just, baby, you know what I'm saying? I want you to learn it. I don't want to just tell it to you. I want you to understand it and learn it. So when you get in front of someone and they say, what's your file number? I don't want you to be stuck. You know, I just want you to go through it. I want you to learn it and not me just give it to you.
Absolutely.
That's it.
So great stuff. So when you say file number, just for anybody who doesn't understand, just break that down real fast before we let you go. This has turned into the Aries and Dashboard show. And I'm loving it right now. Continue to go.
Okay, so yesterday I called Department of Water and Power in Los Angeles. I wanted to take my utilities at my salon and put them in my LLC, right? So because it's been in my salon, in my personal name for so many years, they instantly thought it was some kind of bullcrap going on. So this is the deal you give people when someone want to take your business utilities and put them in your corporation. I simply said, I'm calling you because I got reprimanded by my CPA because I've been commingling my funds, having my business have my personal name on my business utilities. So when it came down to the IRS, I'm getting in trouble because they can't separate the two. So I want to know if you could take my business utilities and put it in the proper place, which is in my corporation. So I gave them my 1-800 number for my business number. I gave them my EIN instead of my social, and I gave them my LLC. So what they immediately did was, he Googled it. I'm on Google. He can 411 and he can do whatever. And then he tried to be slick and say, well, I need your file number. Your file number is on your articles of incorporation. And it sits at the top. That's where it's filed at. That's where the stamp is. There's, I think, a really long number at the top on the right-hand side. I said, well, what are you talking about? He said, your article number. I said, you want the number for the articles incorporation? I said, you think I'm playing, huh? I said, I have it. So once I gave him that, he started handling me a little different because he see I was serious, and he didn't, he knew I wasn't playing, or however it may be. And then when you have everything, you can talk with confidence. You don't have to shrink down. You can demand it. I need this move today. You can't keep this in my personal. I need to move right now. And that's exactly what they did. So today they're going to end the service in my personal name, put it in my corporation. Now, the only thing about it is they're going to stop that service completely and then start brand new service in my corporation name. Now, when you guys do this, they're going to try to tell you to give a deposit. So all you simply got to say is, where's the deposit at when I had it in my personal? Take that deposit and move it over to my business. Then he was like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, do that. Or else they're gonna try to trip you up.
Upsell, that's what we call the upsell. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just being knowledgeable, right? So this is what Aries is talking about. Going in there and really having an understanding of why you're doing it, right? Intentionality, like being intentional. But if you really listen closely, right, everyone, this is all about confidence. Dash is telling you about the LLC. This was all about confidence. When she told you her story and how she overcame certain things, this was about having the confidence to go through or to get through what you're going through, right? To get to a point where you want to be. The only way you're going to be where you want to be is if you are specific about where you're going. So you have to know these numbers. You have to know where you're at, and you have to understand the organization of it. So that way, when it's time to utilize it, you can easily pull it up and be able to utilize it. So great stuff, Aries. Everybody sent Aries some love in the chat. Great value add. That was tremendous. Are we getting value from accountability calls or not? Let us know, because I think this is fire. I'm being biased, but not really. I'm just being real. All right, cool. So Dash, we're gonna continue to go with your questions. Great stuff, Aries. Let's go with Tiffany.
Y'all see me? Hello?
Yeah,
can you hear me?
Yes,
we can.
Oh, okay. My bad. I didn't have my camera on. I was dealing with my baby. So what was the question? I forgot. I had raised my hand for something. Then Aries just went on a tangent.
Yeah, Aries is going off, right? Aries is letting us know. Like,
but I know Aries though. Aries is cool. Aries got juice. Aries got juice.
So it wasn't that we asked the question. It was more like if you had a question, if something came up to you, go ahead and express it, and Dash can kind of talk to it, articulate.
Oh no, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to just insert, because at the end of the day, we all on here and we got the same emails, the same everything. So like all of the necessary steps in order for them to do it, we got PDFs. They supplied us with so many different things in order for everybody to have the access, in order for them to put their LLCs and things together. So I don't know if people are not paying attention to the emails, or they not paying attention to the videos and the resources that Smitty, Boone, and Romel have gave to us or given to us, but we have all of this information. So I'm trying to figure out, like, did you guys not see it? Because I know that they emailed it, but everything she was saying, plus even more things that you can do, is implemented inside of there, just in case you missed something. But they do have that information. I think I just wanted to insert that, I think, when I raised my hand.
Absolutely. And this is what I'm talking about. Step into your leadership. And Tiffany is saying, hey, look, I'm gonna step into my leadership because I know that we have these resources. In order to help my community, I have to inform them, hey, look, we already have the resources to do X, Y, and Z. And that's what we want. We want everybody to step into their leadership. The only way you're going to do that is if everybody steps into their leadership. You think about it one-to-one, right? What are you doing? Just worry about if you're operating at the highest potential. See, if Tiffany is operating at the highest potential with her saying, okay, yeah, I got to make sure everybody knows this, then everybody starts to know it, right? Even if everybody already knew it, it's reinforced to somebody who probably just came into the club and now know, right? But the point is, don't worry about anything but focusing on how to make yourself better. By you making yourself better, you automatically become a better person to make the community better, and therefore we all become better by each one of us individually becoming better. Great stuff, Tiff. Absolutely love the value. Everybody send some love to Tiffany in the chat. Let's go with John and Judy.
What's up, family? Like I said, so what the crew share with us is to think bigger, see yourself higher, be what you see, be specific, and create. And that mantra that he shared with us, Dash talked a little bit earlier about those who come from third world countries. One of my best friends, he came from a third world country, and literally he was sleeping on floors. This dude had 4 jobs, and he was just doing everything he could to make it. And so what me and him used to do, we used to go to downtown Chicago. We would look at the skyscrapers, and we would say to ourselves, one day we're going to be here. One day we're going to work just like these guys. One day we're going to have business. And so we begin to think bigger, see ourselves higher. And he said, be specific and create. So one of these that we did too, which I want to share with everybody, a lot of people are opening up LLCs right now, which is really awesome. And you're doing consulting services. To help you out, look for a company that's a little bit bigger, that's offering the same services that you're offering. So you want to do some research on that. Then what you do is you document those services that are similar to yours, take their language and tweak it and make it your own. So you're going to put that on your website. And then when you get ready to go to the banks and stuff, you're going to talk from that position. They're not going to know. So this guy that I'm telling you about from a third world country, we say fake it until you make it. He had the big imagination like Coach True talked about. He thought bigger. So he went to these banks acting like he was Microsoft. Now I'm telling you, this guy made less than $20,000 a year. Okay. But he didn't let that stop him. Everybody laughed at him, but he still thought bigger. One day he was invited to a meeting. He went into the meeting. Everybody did not look like him. They're looking down on him, talking stuff, you know, just not giving him the attention and not treating him like everybody else. But lo and behold, he walked into that meeting. He went to Walmart and bought a suit. He came in there with his Walmart suit on, his Walmart shirt and tie, and in comes Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg, and this is a true story. Mark Zuckerberg didn't know where he was from. He didn't know he came from a third world country. He didn't know this dude bought a suit from Walmart, but he walked into that meeting thinking that he was on the same level as Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg invested in this dude. This dude's a multi-millionaire. So he also followed what Coach Cruz said. Think bigger, see yourself higher, be what you see, be specific, and then you create. That's all I got, crew. Thank you, bro.
Absolutely. Everybody send some love to King John for being the enforcer and the reinforcer, right? Thank you, John, for just sharing that word. If we're getting value from everybody who shows up here, come on. This is one place where you get value upon value. Accountability calls, mailbox motivation calls. This is very important, right? Because everybody here wants mailbox money. The whole reason of why we're getting together is because we want to create the life that we truly deserve, a life that we get to design. And if we're not thinking higher, if we're not thinking on a level that we are the best of anything, then we're not going to really get what we want. You have to roll in with the idea that you are made for this. You have to roll in with the idea that you are great. You are already perfect. Right? You have to roll in with the idea that you can have anything you want, but the way to get it is thinking higher. See, it's not about working harder. It's just about working higher. Communication, using the imagination. The imagination is the highest form of business. If you're just focused on utilizing your brain, hey, look, we're winning, okay? Wins after wins. Great stuff. Dash, you can take over, answer some of these questions. I think Vivian is next.
How you doing, everyone? So I just want to talk about, I've been working with teams for really 30 years, and just with the learning ability, I just want to say for those who are struggling with the information may be there, but it may be overwhelming to people, right? So you can just start by downloading the information and putting it in folders, or just putting it where you can group everything together and that it won't be just too much for you. That's just the first step, because I know people learn at a different pace, and especially for those who are not from the US, that still may just be overwhelming to them. So I'm here to help. I just drop the gems. Like if I find something, I'm dropping it in the teams. I haven't did anything really to this particular group because we haven't started yet, but I just give free information because I want everybody to win. So if anybody needs anything, especially Jose, contact me. I'm here for you. I was just trying to see what you were trying to do, but don't feel bad if you're not. Like, I've been administrator for 30 years, so this stuff comes easy to me. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And yo, Vivian, we started already. Queen, what you talking about? Yo, we started.
Well, no. Like, not that we haven't started like with Smitty and, like I kind of was trying to watch their tempo before putting something in the Telegram group is what I'm saying. So I didn't want to drop something that they're going to already, share something along those lines. But we do have our private Telegram groups where I drop stuff all the time in those groups. So thank you.
Absolutely love it. I'm looking forward to seeing what Vivian got, because you can tell the individuals who come up here and speak with that confidence, they already know what it's about. So Thank you, Vivian, for having that confidence. to come up here and share that, because I'm quite sure you have tremendous value.
Right.
And I'm looking forward for that. So
Thank you.
great stuff. Everybody, no problem, Queen. Everybody send some love to Vivian in the chat. I'm loving how everybody's getting connected today, how much energy they're putting into the chat. Once again, this is the way that we show each other love. This is the way that we allow each other to grow, and we foster a great relationship between us that creates everything that we truly want. So let's continue to make that happen. Let's go with Raheem.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
Can you hear
morning.
me? Real quick, I just want, like, many may be still familiar with me from the other group, the first Facebook group. So I just want to let everyone else know that I am very resourceful. I'm completely structured. I help others get their documentation and things of that nature. Feel free to reach out to me. I'll drop my email in the chat. I work from home, and I mean, I got all the time in the world to help. I'm working on myself, but I have no problem taking the time to send anybody any kind of information they need, documentation, whatever. So just get with me. Thank you.
Absolutely. Everybody send some love to Raheem in the chat. Before we segue to anything else, like I want to go to Dash and get Dash's takes on this mindset, the mindset you have to build and to overcome these obstacles and to be creative, because the biggest thing that we want to do is be resourceful, right? We want to be creative and be resourceful so that way we can create the life we want. Once again, it's not about reinventing the wheel. It's about improving upon what's already been laid out. So just kind of, touch on that, Dash.
Okay, so as you were saying earlier, everything starts within us. We have literally everything that we need in order to succeed. And you guys, I also just want to share something. I want to share that we oftentimes ask, I don't know who you guys believe in, and I'm not trying to make everybody on here believe in what I believe. I just really want to share this because I feel like I have to. I feel like oftentimes we ask God for a cake, and God gives us the flour, the stove, the eggs, the milk, and then we just sit there. And we're still waiting for this cake that we asked God to give us. Yet we're not realizing that God gave us everything we needed to make this cake. It's right in front of our faces. We just have to put action into it. He's giving us everything we need. We just literally have to go ahead and make the cake. He even gave us a recipe to do this damn cake. We just have to do it. And I feel like this is what happens with a lot of things in life. It's happened to me, and I'm pretty sure it's happening to a lot of people. You guys, we have this information literally in our faces. This is things that you can a lot of these things, you can Google them. But guess what? We haven't taken the action to do these things. Therefore, we have no results. Therefore, we're not positioning ourselves for success because we're not taking action. Because anybody could change the oil in their car, but do you do it, or do you go to a mechanic to do it? So we have all of this information. They have sent us the PDFs. We can go and purchase it. We can go and Google it. We have access to the information, but at the end of the day, it's on us to do it or pay somebody to do it for us. Because in life, we have two options. Either you get up and you do it yourself, or you delegate it and you have somebody else that has the experience to do it, which it's going to give you that satisfaction of knowing it's going to get done while you focus on other things that have other priorities that you are actually good at. Because that is something I've learned along the way. Like I told you guys earlier, I come from figuring things out myself. I never had anybody do anything for me my entire life. And that is a habit I've had to break out of, because I've learned now that I have to delegate whatever I'm not good at. I have to focus on what I'm actually good at, because what I'm actually good at, it's what's going to help me get where I want to be in life. So with that being said, I just want to let all of you guys know that you have literally everything inside of you that you need to succeed. We just have to literally just get up and do it. Like they said on a call the other day, do it scared, do it ugly, do it now. It doesn't matter. You'll figure things out as you go. If you need help, now we have this community. Now we have people that we can reach out to. We could DM them. We have phone numbers. We have the Facebook group. We have so many ways for us to actually like step up and do things, but we just literally have to take action. So we have everything in ourselves, because the fact that we're even in this call, the fact that we're even in this room lets us know that we're willing to do whatever it takes to get where we want to be.
Absolutely. Everybody send some love in the chat for Dash. Dash, you have been amazing. I thank you just for showing up, just for taking your time out to be part of this community. And you will see Dash on these calls. You'll see her in the community. So, you know, build relationships with each other, build relationships, see how you can partner up with each other, see how you can make each other better, see how you can inspire and really take each other to the next level, right? So Dash, what has this experience been for you to step on this stage and be inside the Accountability Accelerator program?
Oh man. Can I be completely transparent with you guys?
First of all, hold on, look, I want you to be transparent, because when you and I are on the phone, let me tell you from the beginning, yo. When I was first speaking to Dash on the phone, Dash would say one word answers, one word responses. I'd be like, yo, am I talking to the wall here? Like, yo, can you be a little vulnerable today? Can you be open up and share? And now for her to be this vulnerable and being able to share and express herself and to get to a point of this level of magnitude of success, to me, this is what it's about. It's all about the growth. It's all about how we progress. So I thank you, Dash, for just being that type of person who could be coachable and progress through it and really have success this way.
No, thank you, because honestly, you giving me the opportunity to sit here and introduce myself and tell all of you guys my story, a little bit about me and my journey. Let me just start off by saying that, you guys, I considered myself to be a little bit of an introvert. This has just been like my way since I can remember. I've kept to myself for a long time. And if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I promise you, I was this close of calling Coach Crew this morning and saying, I'm so sorry, but I cannot do this. You guys, the anxiety I felt earlier to be able to like sit here and talk to all of you guys and just share my story, it was nerve-wracking for me. I speak to a lot of people, but I'm not a fan of spotlight. But something I literally just had to remind myself to do this morning was, listen, everything I want in life, it's on the other side of fear. And I have been living through this for the past 6 months. And I just, like I told you guys earlier, do it now, do it scared, do it ugly. I was like, you know what, if I mess up, I mess up. I'm human, but I just hope I can at least provide something to somebody that helps them, whether I reminded them of something, whether they can relate to me or my story, whether I'm able to create new friendships, whatever it is that I was able to do. And I literally just asked God to guide me through this and to have this conversation with all of you guys. So complete honesty, I'm proud of myself for being on this call today, because I promise you I was this close of literally just being like, oh my God, I can't do this.
Snap it up and clap it up for yourselves. Snap it up, clap it up for Dash. Amazing. Great job, Queen. I really want to say thank you just for taking the time to really step past your fears and jump right into it, because you deserve to be in this light. You deserve to be in this world. We deserve to have each other, and I appreciate you a whole lot. Everybody unmute and make some noise. Please send your love and well wishes to each other. Come on, snap it up. Clap it up.
Slide
Dash.
Dash.
Good
Let's
job, Dash.
go, Dash.
Let's
go.
Amazing,
Let's
Dash.
go. That's how we operate.
Let's go.
Good
Let's
job,
go.
Dash.
Have love,
You
love,
guys are
love.
great
You were
job.
amazing
Queen.
too, Dash.
Yeah.
Great job, Queen.
Great job. Great job.
Dash.
Thank you so much, guys. I really, really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart for giving me guys your time, and Coach Crew for allowing me, guys.
Absolutely. All right. So before we close out, I'm gonna share something with y'all because language is important. I just want to keep running this back, right? How important language is. The reason why language is important, man, is because this is what's giving you your current reality. And I keep saying that, right? It's very important to realize language is giving you your current reality. So to be aware of the language, that's very important, right? Very important to be aware of your language. Once again, this is the mindset training. This is exploring the strategies for developing a growth mindset. This is week one. Week one's topic is about mindset. This is call number 2, right? And mindset plays a pivotal role. Why? Because it's the GPS to success. By cultivating a growth mindset, we can unlock our potentials. That's what we're here for. We're here to overcome obstacles, overcome challenges, overcome things that are not in servitude of us, and be able to put ourselves in position to take our lives to the next level. Right? If you're ready to take your lives to the next level, put I'm ready in the chat. I'm going to keep having you do this because the entire 30 days, we want to make sure that we're active. We want to make sure that we got things going on. We want to make sure that we are in that environment in order to succeed, right? So in this session, we're just covering various techniques and strategies to help you develop that growth mindset to unleash your full potential, right? So understanding the growth mindset, we kind of touched on that already, right? Like, when you think about it, it's like believing that you can. I told you the world is imaginary. The brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So if you believe that you can't, or you believe that you can, either way, you're going to do what you believe, right? And through that belief, that action is created. And when you create that action, it produces a result. So what result would you like to have in your life? So when you say do it scared, what's happening? You're having a growth mindset. I'm going to grow out of this scaredness. In fact, every time before I used to speak, I always used to be nervous. My heart used to pound. Boom, boom, boom. It's so loud that I can hear it on the outside. And I used to be like, whoa, and I'm in front of everybody. And this is in person, y'all. This is before the pandemic. This is before all of that stuff. And now it's like, oh man, everybody's staring at me. You got everybody's eyes and energy on you. And it's like, just do it, just do it, just do it. And when I did it, I finally breathe. See, some of y'all want to breathe right now, but instead of doing the work, you're running from the work. So when you breathe right now, it's still not even great deep breaths. It's still shallow breath. It's still you feeling like you're not in a space that you truly want to be in. Right? Some of y'all say, I want to take a break, but when you take a break, you're still worrying about all the things you got to do after you come back from the break. That's not a break. That's torture. We got to put ourselves in the mindset that we accomplish everything we set out to accomplish. So when we finally decide, okay, I'm going to kick back, I'm going to be at that honeycomb hideout like sunshine, and I'm going to let the sun set on my waves, and I'm just going to chill, and I'm just going to vibe, then you got to put yourself in a position to earn the right to have that experience. Earn the right to have the experience. Everybody put in the chat, I'm earning the right to have the experience. See, now, I know I told y'all, getting all of the game is good. Telling y'all how to get the bag is great. Showing y'all where to invest your money, that's fantastic. But if you do not become the person that can overcome obstacles, if you do not become the person that can handle issues when they arise, guess what? You will lose it all. So these techniques and practices, this can be applied in various areas of your life, right? When you incorporate them into your daily practices, you will foster a growth-oriented mindset, right? So the first thing I want to talk about is reframing challenges, right? Seeing difficulty differently. Take a screenshot of this because you can come back and you can read this. Reframing your challenges. Put it in the chat right now. What challenges do you need to reframe? Like, instead of seeing it as, you know, somebody that's pushing you down or something that's pushing you down, how can you see it as something that's pulling you up? Which challenges do you need to reframe? Put it into the chat. I want to see what's going on. Put it into the chat. Which challenges? Right? Time management. See, every problem also contains the solution. So if time management is the problem, time management is the solution. Oh, what do you mean by that? I'm confused. Okay, I'll show you. If you are a person that is feeling like you don't have a lot of time, then guess what? That means you're not scheduling your time. That means you're just allowing time to take over. That means you're not staying diligent to the time block. So what we want to incorporate is time blocking, right? So everybody should be pulling out their calendars right now. Everybody pull out your calendar right now. And if there's anything that you know that you need to do today, write it down on the calendar right now. Write down which time you're going to do it, which time you're going to finish it. Everybody do that right now. This is accountability for a reason, because we really want to get you to that next level. If you don't want to do this, then you don't really want to get to that next level. When I talked about procrastination on Monday, procrastination is really because your why isn't big enough. When you have a great enough why, you can overcome any how. How am I going to get this done? If my why is big enough, I'm going to figure it out. Reframing challenges. These obstacles are opportunities to show your greatness, because everybody here is amazing. We just need the environment to let us know, like, okay, yeah, we can do this, because you can't do it by yourself, right? So think about what challenges you're facing. Think about how can you reframe it, right? Reframe your challenges. So before we even get to this, has everybody opened up their calendar and put down the things that they need to do inside your calendar? Have you time blocked? We call that time block. If you don't do this on a regular, what you can do when you go into the website or when you go into the app is use our time blocking challenge. Time blocking challenge is going to allow you to get to that space where you can like pretty much be to have more time back, right? We want to give you more time in your life. If you want more time, do time blocking. That's the key. Like any problem that you're facing, the solution is within that problem. Just so you know, that's how all businesses were created. All businesses were created off of having a problem. So the next time you create another problem and you get a solution, there might be another problem with that solution. It's just a cycle. It's cyclical. Everything is cyclical. Just like the sun comes up, sun goes down. It doesn't really, I ain't gonna get into none of that. But anyway, technique number 2, embracing failure. Right? Some of us get up here, I don't want to speak. Yeah, everybody should be comfortable getting up here speaking. Let's just say that your words determine your life. If your words determine your life and you don't want to speak, are you going to get the you deserve? Just be honest and put it in the chat. I'm not saying everybody's going to become a motivational, inspirational, transformative speaker. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is if you don't speak up, you get the leftovers. And let me get a little bit on women real fast. And this is not negative. Right? I just want y'all to be real, all my ladies in here. Just so y'all know, before I say this, like I mentioned before, LA Weekly and numerous other organizations have voted us as one of the top companies to empower women. So just so what I'm saying is I'm just letting y'all be known. So most women, I said most women, maybe you're not most women, but most women, they believe it's hard to find a good man. Most women believe that you can't have a great relationship with a man. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing from most women. Doesn't mean it's you. But do you know what most women do? Most women don't talk to the man that they want to talk to. They talk to the men that come around them. So you are putting yourself in a position to not really get what you want because you're not speaking up. So now when you get the leftovers of the men who are coming to you, the type of men that you quote unquote attract, and you're upset about those men, you should be upset about yourself. You should be upset about yourself because you let the dream man walk past you. You let the dream man ride past you. You let the dream man that you want, you let that person go because he didn't approach you. They make this society, where only men can propose to women. I know some of y'all gonna be like, yo, Coach Crew, I don't know what you talking about, but my man's gonna propose to me. Yeah, I'm not saying that he won't. I'm just saying, yo, why is it wrong for you to propose to him? I would love for a woman to propose to me. I'm just letting y'all know. That's a beautiful thing. That's a lot of courage. That's a woman that I like. I like a woman with courage, a woman with confidence. Don't you like a man with confidence? Don't you like a man with courage? Why would you want a man that like a woman without courage? Why would you want to be the woman without courage? You want your man like, yo, that makes no sense. No wonder why he's going to get another girl. No wonder why he out there seeing another girl, because he want that one. He want the one that walks with courage. When the girls, when they get up here and they get mad about the women showing their body, that's the woman with courage. You see these men, yeah, you gotta, whatever they say. The point is courage. Courage is something that's sexy about courage. Embrace the failure. Failure is the cheat code to success. So if you really want a relationship that works, you want a relationship that's powerful, why don't you be the one that gets the person that you want versus you allowing your life to be dictated by people who just come around you because your circumstances are predicated on a circle that you're standing in. I'm saying everybody loves, come on, y'all know me. I'm the one that believes in y'all. That's it. You just got somebody that believes in you that's just saying the real, right? These setbacks, these mistakes, these are stepping stones towards success. When we embrace failure, guess what? We learn, we move forward, we develop resiliency, we improve ourselves. I want y'all to think about the time you failed that really turned out to be a blessing. I want y'all to think about the lesson that turned out to be the blessing. What was that lesson that turned out to be a blessing? Because in the beginning of learning that lesson, you thought this was a failure. You thought you leaving that job was the end of everything. You thought you leaving that person was the end of everything. You thought breaking up with that person was the end of everything. You thought that, not having this was the end of everything, but it was the setup for everything. You got to put yourself in an environment that would give you that beautiful feedback. You see how Aries came up here? It was giving y'all feedback. See, Aries was giving you feedback to the questions you didn't even know that you needed answers. That's the power of this group. That's the powerful tool of feedback. When I was an artist, I'm still an artist. But when I was an artist, I was seeking of doing music. I never really wanted to give feedback because I didn't want y'all to say anything to me that was negative. Not realizing that all of that's positive. Why? Because if you said this, that I can improve, and guess what? If I improve it, you got nothing to say now. If somebody gives you an area that you can improve and it's not negative, y'all, I know you got some family members who might say something to you that, yeah, why are you saying this? Why are you doing that? This is not negative. It's positive. See it all as positive. See it as fuel for your fire. I know I was talking to Dash, and Dash was like, yeah, I like when people, doubt me. I was like, damn, that's what you want me to do? You want me to come up in here and say doubtful things? Because every time I'm giving you this love, you like, you ain't taking it. Take the love, right? Because with love, anything is possible, y'all. This is the highest frequency in the world. It's the highest frequency on the planet. And if we operate with love, I'm telling you, something magical happens. Something magical happens so much that if you operate with love, you can create a whole extra human. That's how crazy love is. Women are the portals to life. Women, you are so powerful in this organization. I need to be expressing this more often, right? We need you to stand up. We need to see you. And in fact, when y'all see me, y'all see the leaders that's around me, right? They're mostly women, right? The leaders that's around me are mostly women. My mother told me that women are the portals to life. She told me that without having a great woman, there's no great man. See, but if you think about it, if you have a great woman, then there is a great man. So I'm not shunning out the fellas. I'm just shining a light on the women because we need to have the women be seen, felt, heard, loved, appreciated. And we also need the men to have that too. Loved, appreciated, felt, seen, heard, right? Everybody needs to be heard. That's why the feedback is very important, right? So language shapes your reality, right? Language plays a crucial role in shaping your world. Why? Because it influences your thoughts, beliefs, and actions, and it ultimately gives you that result. Now, if every word you use have the power to shape your perception and understanding of this world, then we start to see that our thoughts formed by our language shape our beliefs, which acts as a filter for interpreting the experiences in the decision-making, then we would change the way we speak. Instead of saying, I can't, we would say, I can. Right? Instead of saying I'm introverted, we would just say, look, I love having time by myself sometime. I love that quiet space because, sometimes people just be making noise. And I love that quiet space. Right? But language shapes your reality, right? Because the belief drives our actions. There's no belief, there's no action without belief. Because either you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're going to do something about it. Right? So in this physical world, this world is really not about the physical, it's more about the mental. Think about it. Everything happens here first. This is the real world. The real world is the mind. The real world is what you see. The real world is what you create inside the mind. If you close your eyes right now, you can still see. Because it's not the eyes that give you sight. It's the mind. It's the GPS to success. Right? So the power of language, like think about it this way. When we talk about mathematics, right? Please understand this. Every time you use a negative word or negative verb, we call these modal verbs. When you say I can't, right? Like I can't, can, those are modal verbs. When you use the modal verbs, right? Like I can't, think about that as being -5. So when you start to use your sentences, right? Are you having more negatives Because if you have more negatives, yeah, y'all know about math, right? So if we say negative times a positive is what? Put it in the chat. Negative times a positive is what? Put it in the chat. So no matter how many times you put positive situations, but if you got some negatives inside that speech of yours, you're going to end up with what? What's the result? Negative times a positive is what? Everybody just put in the chat. Y'all getting sleepy or something? It's only 10 o'clock. Come on. About to be it's only 10 o'clock. Look, so this is what I'm referring to, right? Language not only influences our external reality, but it also enhances the internal state of being, right? You ever start smiling at somebody smile at you back? Doesn't it make you feel good? Doesn't it give you that feeling? Doesn't it give you that energy, right? So it's that motivation, right? So when we're using a positive language, what happens is most likely our results are going to be positive. So just to be real and honest, if your relationships or if your thoughts, if your relationships or your results in your life or your life is not where you want it to be, it's mainly because of your language. You probably have more negative language than positive language. And if it was positive, right, this is the flip side of it. If it was positive, right, if you said something positive like I can, it's only like basically attributed for 3 points. So if you use something like I can't and you use something like I can't has -5 to it and a value of -5 and I can has a value of +3, the negative outweighs the positive. So you must only speak positive. You must only speak positive. It's no point to build, you can build up negativity faster. So this is what I'm saying. Isn't it hard for us to break the habits than it is to keep the habits? Because the negative carries much more weight. Isn't it hard for you to go throughout your day after you have an argument with somebody? Because the negatives hold more weight. Even if you're right and the other person is quote unquote wrong, and you're saying this to this person, hey, you're expressing yourself and you're arguing with them, and they're the ones with the issue. But guess what? When you leave that conversation, who's left thinking about that conversation all day? Who's left holding the thoughts about everything the whole entire day? Because the negative carries more weight. The power of language, right? So any questions, any concerns? I want people to just tell me about the power of language. What type of language are they using to make sure that they can go out and structure this LLC, right? As I mentioned, the power of language. If you use, I'm a consulting service, the power of language, consulting service, education service, you're going to get the bag. And if you use, I'm a financial service, or I'm a credit service, or I'm a real estate service, chances are you're not going to get the bag. It's the power of language in real time. Power of language, right? Our language reflects our thoughts, beliefs, and intentions, making it essential to choose the words that inspire and uplift. Together, let us harness the power of positive language to create an abundant and fulfilling reality that resonates with our highest aspirations. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the floor for anybody. While I'm opening up the floor, I am bringing up this website. So anybody want to share real quick, 30 seconds or less, how are you going to change your language to become a little bit more powerful? How are you going to alter your language so that way you can create the life that you want? Sunshine, you could call on anyone for 30 seconds or less.
I got you, King. First hand up is King Dr. Mo. Come talk to us, King.
All right, can y'all hear me all right?
We sure can.
All right, geez, sunshine. So this has been excellent. What I want to say is actually one thing that I do and encourage other people to do this is like along the same line what Coach Crew is saying, speak in an affirmative manner. And what I mean by that is like if you're talking about a goal, for instance, and hold on. All right, if it's
You're muted, King.
okay. When somebody is thinking about a goal, like they want to lose weight, when I coach people, I tell people, don't look in terms of what you want to lose, because that's even negative. That's like, to me, that's like going backwards. You're trying to figure out how to avoid something, and whatever you resist will persist. So Instead, speak affirmative. So say what you want and not what you don't want. So what you want is, I want to weigh 145 pounds, and being very specific, by June 30th, 2023. So affirmative. So if you think about that consciously all the time, you can start stopping yourself whenever you're saying something out of your mouth and you're thinking backwards, like, this is what I don't want anymore. I want to lose this. I want to get rid of this. I want to, whatever you said, I wanted to say.
Absolutely, Dr. Mo. I agree 100%. It is definitely a totally different mindset when we just focus on nothing but the positive. It's something that I tell my children all the time. I live by this. What you focus on grows. What you starve dies. Literally. It's definitely something that we just really, really need to pay attention to. What you focus on grows. What you starve dies. So I agree 100%. Thank you so much, King. Y'all show King Dr. Mo some love in the chat, family. Queen Toby, come see us, Queen.
Real quick, let's address this real fast. That's going on in the chat. So just so y'all know, right? After 9:30, you're free to go. You're always free to go. You're never held to stay here. Once again, it's not mandatory that you show up to accountability calls. These are optional. So just letting y'all know that you don't have to be here. But just so you know, by the hour mark, you should have already gotten what you wanted. But this is what I'll show before we go to the next person. Let me just share my screen first, so that way anybody who does need to leave early or leave at 9 o'clock, this is what we will require you to do. This is what is going to help you out a lot. All right. So let me share this screen real fast. So when you go to loveplus.com, or if you got the Love app, right, you're going to go into the groups and rooms section. When you go into the groups and rooms section, you're going to go to accountability. I don't believe on this one we're logged in on this, but let me just show you anyway. So if you go to the groups and rooms section, whether it's on the app or whether it's on the app, the website, what we want you to do is go to Accountability Accelerator Bootcamp. When you go to the Accountability Accelerator Bootcamp, what's going to happen is, let me see if they got my email. So what's going to happen is this. You're going to be able to go in there and get into the group and get your assignments, right? Where's Ian? Is Ian here?
I haven't seen him.
I didn't hear it. Is Ian in here?
I haven't seen him, King, no.
All right, cool. All right, so this is what happens, right? You go inside the group, Accountability Accelerator Bootcamp Challenge group. Each day we will have prompts in here, right? So here are the topics to the right. It's going to look a little bit different on the app. It's going to be at the top, but on the website it's right here. But if you look, Jermaine has already posted the goal tracking for this week. So here are the prompts. You share an update on the progress you've made towards identifying your goals, right? Once again, all the topics would be right here. Every single topic, pretty much, except for downloads and IG posts and maybe a couple other small ones, inspiration, or task reminders, you don't have to write in. But the other ones you do, right? So for example, like goal tracking. So field research. Every single person in here should do this thing every day. You should be doing research in the area of your expertise. So if you are helping people build LLCs, every day you should be finding new information of how to build LLCs by becoming more effective in less time and more productive, right? And through strategic partnerships. The way that you would put your information is you won't create a new post up here. You will just go into the comments of this post. So you'll write a comment, hey, the research that I found contains X, Y, Z, and then you put the entire research information in here, whether that's a link, whether that's you copied and pasted, right? What this is doing, this is helping you become the expert in your field. The more information that you get, if you practice getting research every single day, I promise you, by the end of these 30 days, you will become so knowledgeable that people will pay you for the information that you have. I promise you this. So meditation, right? You come in here, you do a 10-minute meditation. The prompts, everything is here. The instructions are here. So you don't need to worry too much about what to do. It's all right here. Gratitude journal, and it's always going to be labeled, right, with the dates. It's always going to be 2 dates. So being that these classes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right? You would do gratitude journal today, and you do gratitude journal tomorrow. Next day, we will have the next class, and you do that gratitude journal, then the next one, right? So the reason why we ask you to put these things in is because what it's doing is training your mind and training yourself to take on habits of successful people. Habits of successful people are writing down and documenting their journeys. By the end of these 30 days, I promise you will have so much information that you will become an expert in your field. So now when we're talking about the remaining 60 days inside of this program, what's going to happen to you is all the information that you're getting, guess what? You're an expert now. So now you add an expert level information on top of all the information that you already got. Now you become somebody just like me, just like Ramel, just like Smitty, just like Boom, where you get paid for your knowledge. If that's something that you want to do, put that's me in the chat. If you want to get paid, put that's me in the chat. If you want to get paid to be who you are, put that's me in the chat. All right. So once again, we will have leaderboards for people who do all the challenges and really do everything that we ask them to do. There will be special prizes and things that we give out. There will be money, different things like that. But once again, a quick way to get to the topics. Let's just say you don't want to scroll down and look through all of that stuff. Okay, cool. I know I got to come in here and put my workout pick because yes, we are requiring you to work out. All right. You'll just click that tab. This is the workout tab. Bam, you come in here and you put it in, right? You come in here, you put your workout picture in here. In the comments of that particular post, always in the comments of that particular post. It's never going to be a freestanding post right here. It's never going to be a freestanding post in the comments. All right, so I'll jump if anybody has any questions or anything, but this is what the other thing I wanted to show you, right? So when you look at, I think we gotta have the shop up here. So let me take some questions first while I add the shop back up here because I don't see the shop up here. So let's take some questions first. Any questions, any concerns about that particular demonstration that I showed of how to actually get into the Accountability Accelerator app? Any questions on the time? Once again, if you have extra time, you can be here. If you don't have the time, you can leave. We do hold the space, but typically it is from 8:30 to 9:30. All right, so if Sunshine, you could take any questions while we're doing this.
Okay, Toby, was you asking a question or was we continuing as to what was going on, Queen?
I didn't have a question. I was just going off of what you had asked previously.
Is that cool, King? Or you want to go to the questions?
I think Alexis has a question though.
Okay. Let's see. Queen Alexis, you got a question, Queen?
Yes. So I'm on the app. Are you paying like a plan to join the accountability group or on the app, or how is that?
Well, no, everybody gets it. Everybody gets access to it. So you should just click and it should pop up, but you should already have had the, if you came into the Fund Your Freedom Challenge, you should have already had that pass. It says 10-day Fund Your Freedom Challenge.
Yeah, so because I was trying to do it on my computer and it was telling me like you had to pay for a plan. So I was like, I have it on my other phone. So I'm just going to try to do it that way. But since you said no, that's pretty much the only answer, the only question that I had.
Yeah. So everybody, yeah, just understand if you have a plan, you'll be able to get into that. And in fact, you should just be able to get into that. Like, just you should
Okay,
get
cool.
into it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cool.
Queen Vivian, you have a question? We can't hear you, Queen. Okay, we can hear you now.
How you doing? I wasn't trying to be spotlight. I'm on an office meeting. I'm trying to get off. I'm trying to lower my hand. Sorry about that.
Okay, no problem, hon.
Okay.
King Slew, you have a question?
Yeah, this is just a follow-up from the last Alexis question. I did get on the app, but it only gave me 10 days free.
Yeah, once you've gotten that, pretty much it shows that you have your history, so you're good. Like once it runs out, you're good.
Okay, cool.
You're fine.
That's the only question I got.
Yeah, whoever's in the program, you would be able to just continue. Like whoever's in the program.
Appreciate you, King. Alexis, did you have another question?
Yes, I did. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
So I didn't know if you was getting ready to go over it, but I did hear earlier you mentioned about
I couldn't hear you for some reason.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, so I know you did mention earlier about percentage off of the books or the ebooks, to save a little bit of coins. So I didn't know if you was going to go over that real quick or whatnot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over that. Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna go over that.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna go over all of that. We're also gonna do it on Friday too. Like we were planning to do that on Friday as well. So we're gonna go over all of that.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Looks like that's it right now, King Slew.
Cool. So let me continue to share my screen and then we'll come back to that. All right. All right. I think that's the wrong screen. Can y'all see my screen? Yes or no? I think that's the right screen.
Yes. We can see it.
All right. So technically what's going to happen is you're going to come into the shop. I don't know why it says guidelines right here, why it's under guidelines, but you should normally see it right here next to book online. That's just probably a glitch at the moment, but you could click in, go to shop. I will give everybody a discount. Think about it this way too. This platform has the first cryptocurrency that's for self-development. So and you're investing into yourself. You're not investing into anyone else, you're investing into yourself. As you pay on this app, it does give you money, which we call crew coins. It will give you crew coins into your wallet, so that way you can use to purchase things later on within this platform. So as you will go along, and some of you will see how powerful the one-on-one calls are. You won't see it by yourself first. You might hear somebody talk about it. Oh yeah, I just had my one-on-one with Coach Crew and it was fantastic. It transformed my life. Whatever it may be, you're going to see that and you might be the one interested. If you're the one interested and you don't want to pay the full price of it and you have crew coins because you have already invested into yourself, you'll go ahead and take those crew coins and apply it to that to bring down your total amount. Once again, this is all a database for you to really increase your mind and really take your life to the next level. Yes, you can buy crew coins just offer it if you wanted to, because we do have a program where Jasmine right now and Danielle are the top 2 crew coin earners. They have 5 figures in crew coins, which now they have over 30, which allows them to be tradable now. So now they can trade them. So now if somebody wanted to purchase crew coins because they wanted a discount, they can now make money off the crew coins that they acquired. So we'll get into that later too. That's not going to be today. That'll be like Friday or so. But here's what we told y'all the required texts were. The required texts were self-transformation blueprint, speak with confidence, time management for entrepreneurs. And you could choose any workout guide, right? Because we're going to work out. We're requiring you to work out 3 times a week. Now, remember, the person or the people, the individuals who stay on track with this, they will get gifted with things. They will have an opportunity to win some prizes and money, right? So just understand that. Now, let me see if I could drop this file in the chat. Hold on, y'all. Everybody should have had these PDFs. So if you can get this PDF, right, this PDF is going to tell you what's necessary as far as requirements go. And it's also going to give you a rundown of what to expect as we continue to go. So you can download this. You can put this in the Telegram chat. You can put this in a Facebook group if you want, right? So you can take that. Did everybody get that? It's showing me that it's in there. All right, good. So cool. So once again, read those texts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give everybody a discount code. When you get the discount code, use the discount code. What you can do, honestly, to give yourself a bigger value is you can get more than the required books, right? And get some other stuff that might be beneficial. And then now you use the code, now you just got more off, especially if you were going to purchase more anyway, right? There's tons of things in here, tons of resources that's going to allow you to take your life to the next level. It's not that it's giving you more work to do. It's giving you a better way to handle the work that you already have. It's helping you become more effective in less time. And that's really our goal. It's not to take your money. It's not to do any of that. It's to help you become the best version of you. But when you pay attention. So these prices aren't high. These and the cost is way more for you to not have it than for you to have it. So just understanding we also are going to help you build out your own digital asset if that's something that you want, so you can make money as well, right? So you can go ahead and sell your digital assets on our site if that's something that you want to do. Any questions or any concerns before I stop sharing this screen? Now, I'll go into this because I've seen some of you start taking the challenges already. If you already took a challenge or we started taking some of these challenges, put it in the chat. Put yes in the chat or put that's me in the chat. Just let us know in the chat if you started taking some of these challenges. So if you look here, Sluh, it's all electronic, it's all ebooks. So if you started taking some of these challenges, think about it this way. Any challenge that you're facing, any challenge that you're currently dealing with, right? So if you look at the programs above, right? So if you're being challenged on information, you just want information, right? You're being challenged on consistency. Maybe it's commercial real estate evaluation. Maybe you're just overwhelmed with stress. Maybe you want a customizable challenge. Maybe you want some courses. Maybe you want the official course, right? Maybe you want to learn how to sell better. Maybe your challenge is selling. Maybe your challenge is manifesting. Maybe your challenge is confidence. Maybe it's discipline. And the biggest one, maybe it's money. So when you set yourself up to say, okay, cool, I want to get over my challenge of money. I want to challenge myself to overcome my obstacles. You just choose the money challenge. And now all of these challenges that are filtered out for you to help you become the person to earn the right to attract money. All right. Anybody have any questions, any concerns, anything before we go? I'm going to stop sharing the screen in a second. Let's go with Janice.
Good morning, everyone. So I was on my app, on my phone, on the app, and I'm not able to get into my account for some reason. My plan said it expired as well, but I'm saying I chose join group on the Accountability Accelerator, and I'm not in it, so I don't know. I'm not able to see it, so I don't know.
Okay, don't worry about that. So okay. When that prompt goes out, right? When that prompt goes out, it's because it's to stop anybody who wasn't inside of the program. But as of today, all that will go away, and you'll just be able to stay in the program. As long as you created your profile, as long as you can log in, you'll be good to go.
Okay. So all right, thank you.
You're good to go. Yeah. Anybody else with any question, any concern? So what I'm going to do right now, let me go ahead and I'm gonna let Sunshine start closing us out. And before Sunshine ends, I'm gonna give everybody the code inside the chat. All right. So let's bring Sunshine back up and just kind of, get us present to walking into the day powerfully.
All right, family. So how y'all feeling? We're gonna get some virtual hands raised. Let's talk real quick. We're about to end this call. I just want to know from about 2 to 3 people. Today was a great day filled with a lot of knowledge. I just want to know from about 2 people, 30 seconds or less, how are we feeling getting ready to move into a major hump day? We're going to hear from King Smitty tonight. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited. Y'all should be excited. How do y'all feel overall about this accountability call today? King Jose, talk to us, King. 30 seconds or less, King. Let's talk. How you
Yeah,
feeling?
yeah. I'm gonna work on feeling good, feeling good. I'm feeling good, especially, with the stuff that I felt like is holding me back and me not able to get it done. And just today with everything that went on today, just giving me that confidence and also realizing there's other people here that has similar issues as me. I thought I was the only one, going through this. And I realized I'm not. And they also got that fire to make it happen, to put it to work. And with man, I forgot her name. But the girl that was Ash,
Dash.
just her being here, she like hit it right on the nose, exactly what I was going through and the stuff that I feel like if I get it done, I'll be in a good place. And she gave me that confidence and that relief. She relieved that from me, knowing that I got somebody that's gonna help me through it, like that little hump that I got right now. And then I'm able to get ready for this. That's where I'm at.
That's
I
what I'm
want to be.
talking
I
about.
want to be prepared. I want to be prepared. I'm trying my best.
Okay, so King Jose is getting over humps on hump day. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. That's what I'm talking about. But that shows the power of community. That's why this is so important.
Yes, I love this. I love this.
This community, this family right here, it is so important to our success and to this journey, and sometimes I understand, and Jose, we've spoken plenty of times. We have the tendency to get into our own way and stop being so afraid. What are we afraid of? Failing? Let failure, look at it as your starting point. Literally, it's okay. It is okay to fail. Make it fast, make it quick. And now let's get past that. You good. Everything is going to be fine. So again, I love you to life, Jose.
Yes, thank you.
I'm excited.
We're doing this, baby.
Absolutely. We are doing it, getting it done. Have a great one, King.
All right, thank
Queen
you.
Toby, come talk to us, Queen.
Yes, I am back. Thank y'all so much. I just want to give a shout out to you, Sunshine, and Coach Crew. Y'all be having me about to throw my computer because I be so hyped. So thank y'all for all the good energy. I wish we could have this every day, but I really just wanted to say shout out to y'all for always keeping us motivated and really putting out this information for us.
Thank you so much, Queen Toby. I appreciate you. I feel you 100% on that because let me tell you something. I have such a huge benefit and such a pleasure to be able to be aligned and connected with King Crew on a daily basis. He had me ready to run around my whole neighborhood. Do you understand me? And I was about ready to throw a shoe. He was talking some things. I was like, wait a minute. He is talking to me. Do you understand? So I feel you on that one, Queen Toby. Look, we are so blessed. It's amazing what you think about your investing in. You invested in Fund Your Freedom. And everybody came in for a different reason. Some was more concerned about the credit aspect. Some wanted to see Boone and his real estate aspect. Some wanted to get with King Rod and the commercial real estate. Nobody really knew about this aspect as far as these accountability calls and what King Crew, our mindset mogul, was going to be bringing. And once you get in here and see the value that comes with this aspect, it changes the game. So King Crew, we love you to life and thank you for being all that you are to us. We couldn't do this without you. We appreciate you. So thank you, Queen Toby. Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody else? Y'all good? All right, we good. We are basically finishing up. We are done for today. We are, again, our second day, hump day, getting ready for Smitty. I hope y'all got y'all notebooks ready because I know mine is all the way together. I got a fresh notebook for the King. Fresh notebook, a dope pen. I'm ready. So this evening, what is it? 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's get ready for the King to come bring everything that we need. What are we doing? As far as I know, we're working on cleaning up some personal. He's given us all the game in the world to get started on getting us aligned with getting funding. So be front and center, get prepared, take everything that you heard today. I don't know how many notes y'all got today, but I got quite a few. Go over this, y'all. Take this in your day, read over your notes. Again, remember, this is supposed to be an hour call. However, we will go over at times. If you ever need to leave, please feel free to do so. You are not obligated to stay past the time that we have scheduled. Always feel free. These calls are recorded. I do believe that you will have access to come back and listen to these recordings. So please don't.
Hold on right there, Sunshine. They don't have access to come back to listen to the recordings.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they don't have access to that. But once again, just like Sunshine mentioned, if you have to leave, you can leave. It's not like you're held to the class.
Well, that's where you use your strategic partnerships with who y'all have exchanged numbers with, or whatever the case may be. Communicate with each other, talk with each other. If you have to go and one of your peoples is still in here, talk about what you missed out on. That's a great way to sit up there and connect and find out anything that you may have missed out on as far as your notes, what you didn't hear, what you didn't see, whatever the case may be. And either way, we loving on you. We love y'all to life. I want y'all to go out here and have a love-filled day. We will see y'all later on this evening. We love y'all to life. King Fu, you got anything for the people before we go?
Yeah, 100%. So if anybody needs to stay on to like do some troubleshooting or anything, y'all can do that. Use the code FREEDOM, that's capital F. Use the code FREEDOM. And like I mentioned, if you use this code now and you get as many products as you want, it's like a bigger discount for you if you're going to be a person that's going to be with us and then utilizing our products that we have there. If you know you're not going to use it, hey, you know you're not going to use it. I'm not going to pretend like not everybody is going to be a person who is a lifer like a Sunshine or a Moya or anybody like that. But if you are utilizing the service and you know you're going to continue utilizing, this would be probably one of the biggest deals that you can get right now. The code does expire by Friday. So if you don't use the code by Friday, you're gonna have to pay full price for it all. But once again, these are the required texts. As your coaches, as your instructors, we're gonna give you these things. You do not have to do them, but if you do them, they will benefit you tremendously. So if you're the person, you wanna do it on your own, you wanna skip the steps, what's gonna happen is you're not going to get the optimal results. So just let's make sure that is clear. Anybody wanna troubleshoot anything? I think someone mentioned that, they said that they couldn't get past a certain stage. They couldn't get past a certain stage while logging into the app. So once again, I'm gonna send this PDF. The PDF has all the information that everybody should need for this particular program here. So once again, the required text is self-transformation blueprint, time management for entrepreneurs, speak with confidence and courage, and you could choose a workout guide. If you work out at home, you could choose the home workout guide. If you work out at the gym, you could choose the gym workout guide. If you already have a workout guide, or if you already have a gym professional training you, you probably don't need it. Once again, Victoria, the calls are recorded, but they're not recorded for playback. They're recorded, I believe, for content purposes that get distributed out later, or for, I think, what they use them later on is to look back at things and see how it was. But they're not giving out, it's not given out for people to go back and listen to. Accountability is something that you want to actually be in person. It's like a live thing that you want to be part of. But the calls for the class, that will be recorded and you will be able to go back and listen to those. And I believe it's for 48 hours or so. I believe they could have changed it and they could have made it like for your use perpetually, but just let you know. All right, cool. So anybody having any problems right now utilizing the code or getting into the accountability accelerator group? Once again, I can share my screen and I can show you how to get into that group again.
I'm seeing something in the chat about keeps asking me to verify I'm not a robot.
Has anybody else ran into that? Has anybody else ran into that? This is the first time I'm hearing that. Has anybody else ran into the verification as a robot? The code, somebody's asking for a code. The code is freedom, and the code is for discounted products. So when you go to what we call the shop, right? So you go online, like I mentioned, technically it will just be right here normally, but right now it's under guidelines. You go to the shop. If you go to the app, it says shop at the bottom. Now, if you are online on the website, we are required to get these texts. The reason why we're required to get these texts because these texts are going to help us do everything that all the coaches are asking us to do. Right? Or everything that we said we want to create, it's going to provide that. So self-transformation blueprint is key. Speak with courage and speak with confidence and courage. And we gave everybody a discount code. A discount code is freedom. Once again, that code will run out by Friday. So now, I think Sharonda says she had a problem with that, with the robot thing. Can anybody share their screen so we can see what that is? I think we did have some new updates go on. So better protection from spam. So if anybody, if you are going through that, you want to share your screen so that way you can get technical support, let us know. We'll do that.
It was Sharonda and Isela that said they both did. So
Yeah, I see that.
Share.
If they want to share their screen, and we could do that.
Anybody available to share your screen to be walked through this process so that we can see what's going on?
All right. So once again, this is another thing, right? When it comes to the group is going to be super important to your success. Why? Because it's giving you things that you can measure. It's giving you all the SMART goals that we talked about. That's what it's giving you. And it's providing you a community to do it with. So now it's like setting your goals and achieving them on steroids, right? It's like really is going to take your life to the next level because you are doing it with other individuals. So you go to the groups and rooms tab, whether that's on the website or if it's on the app. When you go to the groups and rooms, you're going to go down, you can type in like accountability accelerator, but being that it's in alphabetical order for me, when I'm on the app, it just pops right up right there. So for you, it might be in a different order, right? So this one, it says recent activity. That's the way you can sort it, but you can just literally come over here and type it in the search bar, or you can scroll down when you hit see more. These groups and rooms, you can make your own groups and you can make your own rooms. If you want to like connect with people and build with each other, or if you want to attend some of our Mogul meetups, like right now we're in Atlanta. So if you want to come out on the weekend and you want to hang out with us, if you're in Atlanta, you can join the Mogul Meetup Atlanta. And you can come out and you can meet in Atlanta if you can have some fun and enjoyment, right? But this particular demonstration is for Accountability Accelerator Bootcamp, which is what these accountability calls are stemming from. So you will click that to go into the group. Once you get into the group, there will be prompts, once again, that you have to fill out. So if you look at here, this is just the introduction. Jermaine put that up yesterday. Jermaine is the executive assistant with the Luhv Plus brand and Mailbox Millionaires Academy. So these are the goals, right? These are the things that we need to fill out. These are the assignments, right? The topics will always be right here. So goal update, that's an assignment that you have to do. And if you look at the commitments, right? Onside that PDF is also going to let you know as well, right? What to do. So research every day, everybody should be posting research every single day. Your commitments after every class, you should be posting your commitments after every class. Alliterations, this is something that's going to help you become a person that can talk about the areas of expertise that you are looking to either enter into or strengthen, right? So everybody should be writing down the alliterations. So if you click the alliterations, after each class, you should be putting down, your alliterations. So this is something from March. Somebody came and put some information. This is Moya. New opportunities, new beginnings, new transformation. It's Ian. All right, so you see the same people here. Right? Go back up. So, all right, cool. It's all about these tabs. Once again, these topics, as I showed you on the workout pick before, the task reminders. Sometimes if you forget about something, we'll go ahead and drop some task reminders in, like maybe like on the like a Thursday, being that we only have the classes or the calls Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Let's say we haven't seen any movement going on that Wednesday, we'll drop a reminder on Thursday, so that way you can be reminded to do those activities. But don't depend on that. Just, downloads. If you go to downloads, this is where you will be able to get material from. So let's say came in here and I shared a file. downloads. Came in here, I'm gonna share a file. Once I share this file, now everybody can actually go into this group and pull down this file. So the system is pretty much set up like anything you used before, like a Facebook, right? It looks pretty simple. If you use it on the website, it's pretty simple. There's not anything difficult. Sometimes as technology rolls out, you will run into a little bit of pushback, and it is a live app, so it's always updating. So if you experience any like errors or anything, just close out the app and then open it back up, or sometimes go to the App Store, Google Store, to see if you need to make an update. Victoria, you still have your hand up. I'm not sure if that's from before or is it now. So I'm just calling Victoria.
Hey, good morning.
So,
so I kind of was in and out because I was doing some work, and so I missed the beginning of this. So I just signed up, and then it said like the Fund Your Freedom thing. Does that just automatically give me access to all of the stuff, or do I have to go in individually choose them?
so you still have to choose them. Like the access is to stop people who are spams, right? If you're a spammer, you can come in here and get access to everything and then you start corrupting everything. So the plan itself gives you the right to join all of them without paying anything additional or anything like that. So yes, once you click the Fund Your Freedom plan, that should be good for, I think, about 90 days or so, 3 months.
It says 30
So
days. I thought it said 30 days.
It should be for 90 days. It should be for 3 months.
Okay. And so where is this under challenges, courses, and plays?
So this accountability accelerator program, this is a live challenge, right? It's a live boot camp. So during the live boot camp, it's not going to be inside of this challenge. We do have another challenge in here, which is like a self accountability program, and you can run that here. However, you do get to the groups that we're referring to from groups and rooms. So what you would do is you would go to group, come down to accountability, accelerator bootcamp, and then now you will join this. Some challenges have groups too, right? So let's say business execution challenge that has a group as well. So as you're taking it and somebody else is taking it, y'all can take it together and kind of share information and do things like that and share inside the group. And this is what the group will look like, where it contains the media. It can show you the members, and it can show you what it's about.
So were there specific ones that you wanted us to join?
Just for now, we're just going to join Accountability Accelerator. That's the specific one. Anytime we might give you some other ones, we'll walk through those. Like we might give you the 491 challenge, and then what we'll do is demonstrate how to access it, and then we'll go from there. But it's all relatively simple. Once you just get into it a little bit, and you can see it, it's all relatively simple.
Okay.
So the
Thank
first one, main one, no problem, is the Accountability Accelerator Bootcamp, and we want everybody to join that. Do it. If you do it now, we're walking you through it, so that way there's no issues or anything. Get your course material. The way you're going to be able to see the course material is through the PDFs, right? Through the downloads. You see the download section, go to the downloads, and you create, you'll see the post. Once you go to the post, you'll be good to go. Let me go and tag that real fast. Any other questions, any other concern? Anybody need to be walked through while we're going through this? That would be helpful right now. Once again, you can create your own group. So like a person like Victoria, who has her own programs going on, you can create your group on this app and start and bringing out that information so other individuals can get immersed into what you have to offer, right? So this is how we build leaders in the community. You could also join other people's group. Like I don't know if Jasmine is still on here, but Jasmine has a group, Bettering Yourself. Like if she's showing you how to go from the corporate world to the entrepreneur world. All right, Slew, we'll see you later, King. All right, so anybody else need some assistance? Has everybody already downloaded your digital assets?
What does that mean? Download your digital assets.
Digital assets are the required text. So a digital asset is any type of asset digitally that allows you to improve your life or improve the life of others. And all of our ebooks, we just call those digital assets. So for anybody who's looking to create a digital asset to make some type of impact income, we can also do that as well, help you do that.
Oh, I know, I apologize because I'm sure you went over all of this. I know you did. But were there ebooks that are on this site that you want us to download?
Oh, okay, I'll go through it again. Let me share my screen real fast. All right, so inside of this PDF that we dropped inside the chat, but it's also here inside the downloads, right? This Accountability Accelerator Bootcamp PDF. Inside this PDF, we have required text. These texts are going to allow you to get the most out of what we have to offer within your Fund Your Freedom Challenge, Mailbox Millionaires Academy, right? And the required text are usually at the bottom left side. So these commitments, right? After each class, look at the commitments. When you look at the commitments, it's going to give you the things to do each day. So everybody each day should be doing a positive affirmation, should be journaling something that they're grateful for, should practice their meditation or deep breathing. It's only for 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes. Field research, right? Every single day you should be exploring your field, right? The latest findings in your area of expertise. And you should be tracking your goal update. If you don't do any of this, you make sure you do these two. You should do everything, but if you don't do any of it, you should do these two, because these two are the biggest. This is 80% of what's going to allow you to take it to the next level. Even though this is all good, if you don't do this, you don't become an expert. If you don't track your success, you can't even know where you're at. So now just to go back to what Victoria is referring to, it's the needed resources here. The needed resources help you do all of these things, especially what Smitty, Boom, Rebel is talking about, right? So self-transformation blueprint, speak with confidence and courage, time management for entrepreneurs, and you could choose a workout guide of your choice. The workout guide can be a home workout guide, or it can be a gym workout guide. Now, the code that you want to use is freedom, capital F, freedom, right? So where is this found? This is found on the app or on the site. If you look right here, it says, if you do not already have it, some of you probably already have these texts. If you don't have it, you can obtain it by purchasing it through the shop tab on the website or the app, right? Unfortunately, for some reason, there's like a little glitch right now that's happening where this is under shop, but that's easily adjustable. As soon as we get off here, we'll probably just go in the back end and just see that. So you go to shop, right? So right now it's under guidelines. If you are on the app, it's just shop, right? So you go to shop. This right here, this is on Amazon. Some people think that this is on the site, but it clearly says available on Amazon. And even down here, it says on Amazon. This is a step process to let you know what happens after you order an ebook, right? So when you order the ebook, review it in your website, inside of the app or inside of the website, and then go to your email. When you go to your email, you can access the downloads, right? That's how you access the download. So self-transformation blueprint, speak with confidence and courage, time management for entrepreneurs. And you can choose one of these workout guides, a 3-day workout guide. Also on Sundays, we have fitness class. If y'all want to join it, it's not mandatory. None of this is mandatory. Like, you already paid your money. None of this is mandatory, y'all. But if you do everything and you give us 100% of your effort, you give yourself 100% of effort to take your life to the next level, you will not regret it. So we have fitness on Sundays. If y'all want to do fitness Sundays, we have fitness on Sundays. And on Friday, we will release that to y'all in more depth. Once again, you have a plethora of information to help you really navigate around and create opportunity. Also, if you're a person and you fit the criteria and requirements of creating this transformation blueprint, excuse me, not the transformation blueprint. If you fit the requirements of creating a digital asset, we will help you create an asset such as the transformation blueprint, such as financial cheat code and DUI heart inquiry removal guide bundle, such as 1% improvements, analyzing storage facilities, the bag Bible, 10 credit hacks. Like, you can have your stuff up here as well. That way, as we continue to offer other students or other entrepreneurs or real estate investors opportunities to grow with us, you also can be part of that impact, and you can make money as well. All right, so those are all opportunities. Victoria, was there anything else that we needed to cover while we were here? So just so I'm making sure, because also, if you haven't noticed, there's a podcast. Once again, when we do the Mogul meetups and we come to your city, we come to your town, you have a chance to be on this podcast. And how fast, Sunshine, do we put out the podcast? Special guest Sunshine was on this one. Sunshine, how fast did we put out the podcast?
Right after we did it, it was up probably a minute later, 2 minutes later.
So we move in real speed. Once again, this is the #1 entrepreneur community club, the #1 entrepreneur community club, and we're leading with love and beautiful positive energy. So without further ado, if that's it, I'll stop sharing my screen. What I'll do is I'll have the energy coach Jasmine come up and just say a good word before we go.
Are the resources needed the same for every day, or do I have to go through each day?
They're the same for the next 4 weeks. So this program is for 4 weeks, 30 days, 3 calls a week. And then we have additional things such as that Sunday workout.
Thank you.
All right, no
Appreciate
problem.
y'all.
Appreciate you too. And we're going to have everybody give an opportunity to just once again share who they are, because there's so many beautiful people in this community that other people need to know who you are and what you do, so we can all support each other, because that's what this is about. All right, cool. So as we're coming down to the close, once again, most calls are not going to be this long because it's unnecessary once we get everybody dialed in to understand how to use it. So Friday will probably most likely be the last day that we do it like this until the end of the program. And at the end of the program, that's when we'll open it back up to letting it be like an overflow, and then people can just share and just get up here and just say whatever they want. But for right now, we're going to be diligent about the time because we want to make sure you are getting everything you need. We're going to have special guests that come during the week, and we're going to have a lot of information for you, but the individuals to help you apply the information as well. So Sunshine, you want to come back up here? Appreciate everybody right now for showing up. I appreciate you for just being who you are. Let's go out there and really execute. But Sunshine, take us out on a high note.
What you talking about? We bringing that.
My bad. We're gonna bring Jasmine.
Energy coach, yes.
We're gonna bring Jasmine for that. Right.
Y'all hilarious. Y'all hilarious. Great morning, everyone. For those who don't fully know me, because I know y'all know me, y'all have to know me, y'all have to feel the energy, y'all have to feel the love. I am Jasmine Ruby. That's Ruby with an I-E, not a Y. Please don't put a Y on Ruby, because it's just simply not me. I am the energy coach as well as 10 other different things. But what I want to say to us today is, don't negotiate ourselves out of what we want, right? It's so easy to listen to a second voice in our head when it's really there's one voice that we really should be consistently listening to. So don't negotiate yourself out of everything we want. Focus. Energy goes where our focus is. So focus in on what we want, what tasks we need to accomplish, whether that's 3 tasks for today, and then we go for the day, and then we move on to the next day. Just be intentional. I'm so happy just to be in the room with y'all. Listen, here comes July. July, y'all gonna see me every day, every single day, all right? June, I'm getting ready to head out this JAB, this jab, okay? Because it's been jabbing me in my stomach. It ain't a job, it's a jab. It's been jabbing me in my stomach. And join the Bet on Yourself group so that, believe in yourself, right? Confidence, growing in everything that we want and accomplishing it, because it all starts with our mindset. It all starts with ourselves, because we are not going to get everything we want from anyone else but ourselves, but internally. So I love y'all. It's a pleasure to be with y'all. Pleasure to be in the room with y'all. Everybody feel good, feel great because we are live. We're given this opportunity another day. It's beautiful outside. Even with rain, it means new beginnings. So just be monumental today. Write your 3 tasks out just for today and see how far it gets you, right? See how good you feel when you cross off each one of those tasks, all right? Don't negotiate yourself away from what you want because it's right there. You just don't have the tracking number. All right, much love, y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all soon. Big Friday team. All right.
We love you, Cheers. I love it. That's
Y'all
our
already
energy
know.
coach. Y'all better unmute for my energy coach. Let's go, family. We getting out of here. It's been an amazing day. Unmute for the energy coach family. We're gonna make some noise and get up out of here. Let's go.
Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it.
Let's go.
I'm a mailbox millionaire.
You already know. Let's go.
Turn up for yourselves. Turn up for
Let's
yourselves.
go.
Turn up for your life. Let's go. Let's get it.
Absolutely. Love y'all to life, family. We out.
Sound in combination with technology would produce gravitational effects. If they knew the correct resonant frequency.
All right, y'all, we taking it out. All right, y'all. So if you want to stay on, just play some inspirational things in the background. But we're gonna close out completely in a short minute.
How to achieve your goals. It is imperative that you first visualize them with utmost clarity. Visualization is like creating a blueprint for your future, a roadmap that guides your actions and steers you toward your desired destination. When I say visualization, I don't mean simply daydreaming or fantasizing about your goals. Visualization involves the power of your imagination, your ability to create a vivid mental image of what you want to achieve. Picture this. A sculptor with a vision stands before a block of marble. In their mind, they can already see the masterpiece that lies within that rough stone. With every strike of the chisel, they carve away the excess, revealing the true beauty that was hidden. In the same way, you must be the sculptor of your own destiny. Before you start taking action, take a moment to close your eyes and envision your goals. See yourself achieving them. Feel the exhilaration of success coursing through your veins. Create a mental movie of your future with every detail vividly etched in your mind. See the smiles, hear the applause, and feel the satisfaction of a job well done. Visualization serves multiple purposes. Firstly, it clarifies your goals. By picturing your desired outcome, you gain a crystal clear understanding of what you truly want to achieve. It eliminates ambiguity and allows you to set specific, actionable targets. Secondly, visualization fuels your motivation. When you have a compelling vision, when you can see and feel the rewards awaiting you, it ignites a burning desire within you. It propels you forward, even in the face of adversity. Now, let me be clear. Visualization alone is not enough. It must be accompanied by action. It is not a substitute for hard work, dedication, and perseverance. However, it serves as a guiding light, a North Star that keeps you focused and motivated throughout your journey. Remember, as I always say, the major value in life is not what you get. The major value in life is what you become. Visualize the person you will become in the pursuit of your goals, and let that vision guide you every step of the way.
Your inborn potential is extraordinary. You have within you right now the ability to achieve almost any goal that you can set for yourself. Your greatest responsibility to yourself is to invest the whatever time is required to become absolutely clear about exactly what it is you want and how you can best achieve it. The greater clarity you have regarding your true goals, the more of your potential you will unleash for good in your life. You have probably heard it said that the average person uses only 10 of his or her potential. The sad fact is that, according to Stanford University, the average person functions with only about 2 of his or her mental potential. The remainder just sits there in reserve, being saved up for some later time. This would be exactly as if your parents had left you a trust fund with $100,000 in it, but all you ever took out to spend was $2,000. The other $98,000 simply sat in the account unused throughout your life.
People who play it too safe take the greatest risks. Did you know that? In the long haul, the intelligent risk takers develop the greatest security. It's a wise person who learns the importance of risk taking. During World War II, psychologist E. Paul Torrance made a study of United States aces flying in the Pacific Theater of Operations. He reported that the most salient characteristic of the ace was his risk-taking ability. Throughout his life, he kept testing the limits of his abilities, and the life histories of these men showed that they were highly resistant to accidents, and in combat, they suffered fewer casualties than pilots who were inclined to play it safe. Dr. Torrance said, living itself is a risky business. If we spent half as much time learning how to take risks as we spend avoiding them, we wouldn't have nearly so much to fear in life. In all walks of life, the most successful people are the risk takers. Now, by that I mean they risk believing in their own ideas, striking out toward their own goals, standing up for what they believe to be right. They take the risk of being different when they believe in something. Now, this has a tendency to make the going a little tougher for a while, but they almost always wind up ahead of the game eventually. Risk takers realize there's nothing wrong with an occasional failure. The play it safer seem to think a failure means the end of the world. The risk takers are not foolhardy. Getting back to the World War II aces for a moment, it was found that these men were very fussy about their airplanes, armament, and equipment. They were painstaking in preparation, highly disciplined in following instructions and what they'd been taught. But in an encounter with the enemy, they would immediately take charge and go on the offense. The best defense is often a good offense. The best pass defense in football is to rush the quarterback. When a storm comes up, ships in the harbor head for the raging open sea unless they're protected in slips. In the harbor, they can drag their anchors and wind up on the beach or the breakwater. So what appears to be risk-taking is often the most intelligent course to follow. It leads to security, while what would appear to be the safest course of action can lead to disaster or simply nowhere.
The starting point of all goal attainment is desire. You must develop an intense, burning desire for your goals if you really want to achieve them. It is only when your desire becomes intense enough that you will have the energy and the internal drive to overcome all the obstacles that will arise in your path. The good news is that almost anything that you want long enough and hard enough, you can ultimately achieve. The great oil billionaire H.L. Hunt was once asked the secret of success. He replied that success required two things and two things only. First, he said, you must know exactly what it is you want. Most people never make this decision. Second, he said, you must determine the price that you will have to pay to achieve it, and then get busy paying that price, setting goals, working toward them day by day, and ultimately achieving them is the key to happiness in life. Goal setting is so powerful that the very act of thinking about your goals makes you happy, even before you have taken the first step toward achieving them. To unlock and unleash your full potential, you should make a habit of daily goal setting and achieving for the rest of your life. You should develop a laser-like focus so that you are always thinking and talking about the things you want, rather than the things that you don't want. You must resolve from this moment on to be a goal-seeking organism, like a guided missile or a homing pigeon, moving unerringly toward the things that are important to you. There is no greater guarantee of a long, happy, healthy, and prosperous life than for you to be continually working on being, having, and achieving more and more of the things you really want. Clear goals enable you to release your full potential for personal and professional success. Goals enable you to overcome any obstacle and to make your future unlimited.
All right, great stuff, everybody. Once again, you do not have to be here. We do like holding a space for others, but we're going to close down this. We'll close down this. If y'all would like to work in groups and do group work, there is an option on the app to join a group called Group Work Sessions, where you can get online and do work with each other. Now, you don't necessarily have to talk to each other. However, it's just people there all together doing work, sort of like a big study session, but you're just doing your own work. If you have any questions or have anything, you can unmute yourself and then ask anybody that's inside that group. So you can talk to people, but it's mainly set up so that way you can have a space to hold you accountable to do your work. Right, so that is on the app and it's called Group Work Sessions. All right, y'all, peace, love, and beautiful energy. Go out there and be amazing. We will see you on class tonight, and we'll see you back here on Friday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Until then, remember that you are amazing, you are whole, you are complete. Peace, love, and beautiful energy.
Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you.